welcome to this group Serenade match. We have today DtJMelons versus TopDiesel, and this is gonna be a great matchup. I'm looking forward to it. And as the chat's saying, it's hype o'clock. And for commentators today, we have Iron Thunder and Dark X Link. Hello and welcome.
Hello.
Hello. That's all you're getting, apparently. All right. Adults start with a stone. That's actually pretty dang good for scrubs. Allows you to get a lot done right away. Pick your route pretty early. You know, scrub settings having... Wait, what song is that?
I think it's Eponia's.
Is that Eponus? That is Eponus.
I think Epona is second, yeah. Which is potentially very awkward because early Eponias can mean early fortress, early training grounds, which is never pleasant.
Serenade is a group where you could do hookless GTG if you get an early Wath hint.
Yeah, and here we go. They've started.
That could be interesting. Oh, nice. Diet Prelude. Nice to have a Prelude start in the starting market anyways, but you know. Forest
Foolish
Temple,
Forest.
Foolish. Twice.
They really want to drive that home.
Song of Time.
Foolish Market.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
So we got all Foolish and Time is locked behind the medallion. Forest medallion. No one checked Forest medallion or the medallions yet. When you're right there. Well, I guess you have Prelude. You could do that before you go Child. That's fair.
Fair. And also, let's be honest. At this point, unless Kakariko is absolutely stacked to the rafters, the only thing we're going to see is potentially a Dodongo's play. If, like, bombs or hammer or shoes show up.
Yeah. I was thinking, like, a Dodongo play or possibly, like, definitely a Song Rush, you know? Try to get your way around the map as fast as possible.
Yeah.
So we'll go to Windmill, we'll talk to Anju. Maybe buy a shield.
Yeah, this is the usual route we're seeing. Kak over the rooftops to the windmill, and then straight out to Graveyard once you've got Anju in the cowshed.
Oh no, we missed the jump. Diesel! It's okay, I do that
Diesel
all the time.
doing what? I do that all the time too. This jump is fairly easy. Getting onto the fence is the hard part.
The best jump is when you get it just right, where you just hop the minute you land and you don't bonk.
And here we go, a nut capacity.
Got a nut. Biggeron's dead. Good to know.
Yeah. No sorrow there.
Slingshot! Right.
Now we can do Deku Tree.
Hooray. Logically do Deku Tree.
Yes. As if anybody had actually ever bothered about that.
You mean foolish Deku Tree, right? No, I'm just kidding. Unless...
Nothing though. When you get Foolish Deku Tree, it's always hinted after Deku
After
Tree.
you do it.
And usually before you've checked what medallion it is. So you go in and that is getting marked as Nocturne on the tracker.
Alright, so Nocturne it is. That's what I thought.
Interesting.
I wanted to make sure.
Big up the claim check. Entirely worthless.
Claim check.
Joy.
Yeah, if
only the second most useless stone will see this seed. Assuming, of course, the Pebble of Pain does actually make an appearance.
Adult is seemingly good so far. We already got a t-shirt. We got a bomb refill that we can cash in whenever, you know, especially if you have like Bolero.
Yeah.
Bolero hovers, you know. It's
awkward because it's a decent start, but it's not a brilliant start. Like, we've got Nocturne, we've got a Slingshot, we've got a Tunic, we've got a worthless claim check, we've got a nut capacity increase. And I think it says something when, depending on the dungeon layout, the nut capacity increase may be the most impactful thing we've picked up. That was a Irons. That was irons on the ledge.
Nice. That's
gonna be spicy.
yeah. Graveyard's looking nice.
Yeah. Graveyard always looks nicer than CAC. I don't know what it is, but everybody goes rush CAC, and it's Graveyard that turns up the trumps most of the time. It's strange. Though,
call it TARDIS. Forgot about that. I gotta remember that.
Hmm.
You know what? Just for fun, what are you thinking here? Maybe 48? No, not anymore. 55? Maybe? On melons?
Maybe. I'm gonna be honest, I've never got under like 53 on this.
I think one time I got like a 51. I think was the best I've ever done, but that's without getting hit. But then at the last second I screwed up the jump slash on the ledge. So you know that kills time.
I've never tried the jump slash on the ledge because I get the feeling it's one of those where if it works first time, it's quicker. Otherwise, you're losing time, and it's always just going to be quicker. It's always going to be safer to just climb it manually because failing it will cost you more. So here we go, back into CAC with cash money and scouting trail. Diesel going child.
Not a terrible decision at this point. Trying to figure out what to go with. Maybe rush Deku if it's required. You know.
See where you're going first of all.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Shadow
Spirit Forest Medallion. Spirit Locking Song of Time. That can be nasty. Especially if we get water here. Yeah, water's required, so it can get very nasty. DC and Deku are required dungeons.
Okay.
And Job and these other stones are Jabu and water. So all 3 child dungeons and water temple. We are likely going to need those boots. That'll be a yikes.
Not even likely. Like we are. Well,
depends.
For some reason we pull 2 scales in like the first 10 seconds, but
some runners can do their hijinks, and I think Diesel's going straight into checking child spawn.
Child spawn, yep. Not a bad idea. And that is
a very nice child spawn.
Fast Last Woods is very nice.
Not even the fastest woods, just spawning precisely there is honestly, I'd say that's probably the best spawn I've ever seen.
Skullmask is dead.
Skullmask is dead. No, I don't think anybody minds.
Nope. There's Theores. That's good.
Theores is going to be an interesting one.
There's 2.
There goes the logic.
There's DC. There's bombs.
There's logic restored. and there's light arrows.
What the hell?
Okay, so Mido has a lot of explosives and the one thing we need to fell the evil king. Are we sure he's not up to something?
But we're already like, no, Mido's trying to be the hero. Just like in the manga.
So he's going to what?
Shout out to manga readers.
So he's going to throw the light arrows at them and then blow up the castle. Oh, Diesel accidentally going into the tunnel, I think. Eesh. Ooh, and getting hit by the boulders.
Oh no, not the boulder. Okay. And Melon's going straight for the song first, which I personally agree with, because then you can always go back and then just go straight to CAC afterwards.
I think it goes both ways. You can really argue either.
Okay, good, the bots. not working.
Like,
Just realized it was you that typed it.
yeah. Like,
Oh, it is a bot, but I don't have a separate account for it.
Oh, okay.
Scrub Spotless seems to be tired.
Let's go on to bed.
yeah.
Anyways, okay, so we got one rushing Deku and then one checking the song, and then probably rushing Deku, knowing that
Yeah.
Deku's required, has slingshot, no reason not to.
It's, yeah. I mean, with the layouts as we have them, it's kind of just one goes one way, and I'd be
Lost Woods Waff.
Lost Woods Waff, Domain Waff. This is spicy.
So the funny thing about this is, I mean, obviously you wouldn't know, but having explosives, I mean, being able to get that Lost Woods hint and then not having to backtrack because you already would have had bombs would have been nice, but I guess it's not like a huge deal.
Okay, so Darunia's is gone. River is
dead.
Foolish. Domain is not.
Bean.
Yeah. We're gonna need that bean. Lake Foolish.
Yeah, they start with Lens. Just to add on to that, what
Lens is default. Okay, we've had 4 foolish hints so far, including one at Temple that really wanted to let you know Forest was foolish.
Market, Forest, Lake, and River.
Mm,
Those are very nice foolish hints.
They're kind of nice hints. I think the main upside is Lake is just such an awkward set of checks. That's the upside.
Really annoying to get to once you like when you're like running ragged and you're like maybe you have like a field wath, maybe you'll make it there, but like if you have no reason to go there, you better hope you get Serenade so you can at least check the hints, because like you're not going there anytime soon if not.
Pretty much, yeah. Unless somebody makes the absolutely insane Valley play.
Deku looking kind of gross.
Yeah, it always does.
It is infected though, so I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's Deku. It's like it's either terrible or it's brilliant, and there is no in between.
When you have slingshot and you still choose to just avoid them, you know what? Commendable.
To be fair, even when I have slingshot, normally I only shoot the first one.
Well, yeah, I always shoot the first one if I have it, and then if I.
But yeah, it's mostly just like
because it never looks at me. So.
Yeah, mostly just you need to menu, and menuing is slow. But it's not like you need lens for anything.
I'm hoping we come up with something in Deku, because it's always feels bad to full clear something and be like, wow.
That was worthless.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's less than worthless. Alright, so we got... Well, I guess in that case we get 3 skulls, so, you know, that's something, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a scale. Okay. So that...
This is going to get very interesting then.
Yeah.
Foolish
Lake, but we got a scale. You know what? That's fast river, fast domain when you get CL.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh no, wait a minute.
I can see a dangerous play here that would be very interesting to see a runner go for. So, we know domain is Waff.
I love when that happens. Okay.
I'm saying...
Clip on the ledge.
What is the odds? Do you reckon we could see a Valley Lake play where they go to Lake, get the hint, and just go straight to Waff domain? Because they have the scale now.
See, that's probably what I would do, depending on, especially if there was like, again, if there was like a field wath or something. But there are still more songs to focus on. We don't have to worry about Marcus, so that's a big time save.
Perhaps. But also, the songs to focus on are Lon Lon, which is, well, they're going to get Sarius on the way out of here anyway. Melon's already got that check. And then the other one is... Sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the other one's Ranch, which they'll get it on the way to... They'll either get it on the way to Valley, or they just get it from the Owl Drop.
Actually, what I'm hoping for, now that I think about it, and it would be a lot easier because after you finish Deku, you could just run up to Lost Woods and do it in tier scale. Get the bean from the guy, and then just chicken in Domain. Then you can scale the lake, and then Prelude or Owl to get the last song.
Yeah, I can see any combination thereof working. It's basically just down to what does the runner feel like doing, and do any of the runners feel like making the Valley Gambit? Which, for the record, I'm 100% behind. You should always go for a Valley Gambit.
Well, we have Choose, so again, we might not know that trick, so it might not be helpful. But
it's also an awkward
and
trick.
We have Eponas, so we could always check it as adult, and then if we need it, we can come back. I mean, I guess that is backtracking, but going out of your way to Valley for a potential, I don't know at this point.
It's a sort of play where either you do it combined into Domain Wasp, or you're never going to go to Valley until you're in, like, deep casino.
That's fair.
Diesel, apparently forgetting he has Slingshot.
I mean, who cares?
Yeah, but it is a lot quicker to equip your Slingshot if you fail the one cycle.
I guess stuns are longer, too.
Maybe. Actually, it might.
If you shoot her while she's standing in front of you as well, stuns are longer.
Yeah, I feel like Diesel's just completely forgotten that the Slingshot is there. DtJMelons going through the wall slightly as they jump on the vines.
We got our med.
And resetting into a maze, resetting into woods, because he's already checked the hint, and it's a lot quicker for him to just backtrack through.
Okay, yeah, I figured as much. I don't know, wanted to make sure.
Jabu foolish. You never want to see that. Especially not when it's required. It's just not pleasant.
Well, Jabu is required, but also, I mean, rushing Jabu isn't the worst.
It's not.
That's all the foolish hints, yeah.
It's not, but the one hope you have with Jabu is that there's something possibly interesting in there. Because otherwise it's just a very boring dungeon that you have to do everything in anyway.
Well, in that case, you just do it last. Because I'm sure you can, if you need to go to ice, for example, you can always just KZ it, so you don't have to prep it. If it's your only bottle, then I guess yeah, it's an inconvenience. But even then, if you have Rang, you can rush it. I don't know. It has potential to be nasty, but currently in this where we are right now, it's not that bad.
I mean, nasty or no, it's Jabu. It's always just unpleasant.
That's fair. Not everyone likes Jabu.
Ooh.
There's the strength in Lost Woods.
Yeah. This is iffy. I hate pulling strength in Wasp locations. Because strength is like... It's quite possibly the worst thing to try and figure out if it's Wasp or not. Especially if you pull strength and something. Because there's so much in the game and there's so much of it that's not strength locked. That you can just lose track of where your strengths came from. And here we go.
I'm gonna play some music for the lads.
Yeah. So
very good song.
That's got to be hell on the ears though, because that's like high, low, mid. Just oof. Beep, boop, beep, boop.
It's not as bad if you have Melons singing for the ocarina.
Maybe, but it just comes out sounding like a siren on some of them. Okay, Frogs 2 is dead. Interesting. And by interesting, I mean thank God I hate that check.
Well, we already knew that because River's foolish.
Yeah, fair. I forget if sometimes hints are factored into Foolish, I suppose they are. Yeah, it's Wasps where they're special.
Mm-hmm. So, it's looking like just the strength right now, because we know Skullmask is dead. I don't remember if anyone shot target in woods. I'm pretty sure they did, but...
Yeah, Diesel covered it.
Yeah.
We have nothing on target. And here, I feel like Diesel's had the better end of the routing from this, purely because I feel like Melons is either going to... Melons might end up just having to go back through Lost Woods again just to get that last grotto. Or Wolfos Grotto, and it's a bit of a hike compared to Diesel, who's doing it all on the first time through to get the song.
I personally think...
Like, I don't think either route was wrong. I just think Diesel's has turned out better.
I still think it's unfair to determine either being right or wrong at this point.
Yeah.
Strictly just because no one has found something that the other hasn't. Once they start alternating and going different directions, that'll help us determine a little more of what we're gonna be working with here.
And
right now, this is just the Spear Zeros getting out of the way, and ones because of because of bombs.
And then we've got the question of, will they try chicken into river, or are they going to do what I think they're probably going to do and just go to Goron City into Child Cack? Okay, Diesel's going to Ranch straight away.
Well,
interesting.
Cack, you can save warp into, so... Wait, Diesel opened Whoopos but never went in? I don't know how I missed that.
Yeah.
Was there a Meadow? No, we have our 5 Foolish.
Yeah, we have our 5 Foolish. I think he just opened it and forgot. Like, we've all done that with checks. We open the grotto, do something else while we wait for the bomb to go off, and then forget we opened the grotto.
Memory hole. That could be terrible if something's in there, though.
Could be, but I mean, it's going to be a lot more terrible because there's a lot less reason to go back there. But maybe it'll save him if he goes back as Minuet to get Minuet check.
Maybe. That's true.
Okay, so that's dead. Second Foolish Jarbo. More choose.
Okay. The field play, which probably better. Just open grotto, get it out of the way, and then go.
I mean,
that's fair. Another Spear Zero to focus on.
Yeah. I think Diesel's going field. Okay. That's very odd. Right, if he's already hiked down... Like, if he's already hiked... Yeah. I was thinking, like, if they've already hiked down to Southfield, surely from there, you go to the main You take it, go to domain while you were down there via lake. It's a bit weird that it went for open grotto, didn't do the other one, and then just... I don't know. Well, we know lake's foolish, but was domain, surely you'd try and route that in quickly. Especially when it's 2 child lock checks that are both logically accessible. Like, nobody is out of logic at this point.
After taking that hike, I do kind of disagree with the save warp. But I don't know. I mean, I think this is more of a thing of prioritizing no modes rather than trying to figure out what you don't know. Which, it happens, but I also do kind of think this is an interesting and possibly detrimental play. Just because we know domain is Woth, we know we need a bean. We can get that later. But, it's whatever.
Are you sure about that, Ketchup?
Thank you, Ketchup.
Yeah. Ducked in under the bar. Requiem.
Fun! Requiem's so fun to have. Guess we'll have no Wasteland plays today. Maybe a reverse, but... Well, actually, Requiem for, reverse to Fortress is more fun anyway, so...
Oh, hey, Thunder. Thanks for the sub, and... Yeah.
Thank you, Thunder.
Gold scale. That's a free gold scale.
Huh.
That's a Kikiri sword. Melons is not going for the free Kikiri sword.
That's fair. We don't need it. We have sticks. We know how to use them.
Dampe ripoff. And now we get a song and another hint. Actually, I think my question here is he just going to get the song? Or do you do Child Spirit?
You have Slingshot. You have no reason not to. Child Spirit isn't that long, especially with Slingshot instead of wasting Choose. So I would go for it.
I think it'd be a bit of a risk because... Yeah, but it's also... Spirit Lock Song of Time, you have water on the slate. There is a non-zero chance you are locked behind Spirit Temple.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't even considering the song, but yeah, mentioning that does make sense. My thoughts were, you have no reason not to. You're already there. You get the song, you walk back in, you knock it out. Hope you don't lose your shield. Call it a day.
Yeah.
You already have a strength, so you're most likely going to find a second one. I mean, I guess the question is from there is if you don't find a key and you only find items, obviously you can't continue. But if you do find 2 keys, do you keep going? You have bombs, and you can check the fire source.
Personally, I wouldn't keep going because you can do almost everything else easier as adult, except for the 2 fire locked checks. And I'm not entirely sure if it's worth sinking keys into that. I'd probably save scum the keys.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Like, if you were to go in, definitely save scum the keys just in case. But my thoughts were, what if you find another strength there?
Yeah, I think the issue is how far do you go on the what if? And that's just a general running question.
This is something that I would always struggle in, because like personally, I probably would go for it, but I could definitely see it being a time waste. So it's like one of those things, like, do I commit and hope I get lucky, or am I just gonna find 3 keys and cry myself to sleep?
In other news, there's Zelda's Lullaby. Scale Engrave is hinted.
Yep.
That could be interesting.
Lullaby and Bolero isn't awful.
I mean, we've seen worse.
Considering we have Bolero. Sorry, I keep having to get up, checking on my oven.
No problem. So what's going to be in here?
Oh, storms. Yep.
Of course. So we know where some of the time is.
I didn't actually see chickens on Melon's side, so yep, just storms for your or just a stick for your troubles. Never been able to save a stick on that, so I always just give up and not care. Actually, we got the booties now.
We have irons on one side.
Already checked TAC. We're going to DC.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you? You have bombs. It's required. You do it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we'll probably check this first. Yep.
You do it and you hope that Boomerang and or Letter are in there. And or your hook / long shot. Like, that's the scarier part of this seed at the minute. Like, we are about with 4 items, I think, from being done with this.
Oh crap, we just found the hammer. I wasn't even looking. I was watching Diesel look at the Kokiri sword.
Yeah, hammer is...
Okay, so now we definitely want to go to DC.
Yeah. Hammer is good, but... Rang, Letter, long shot. We're literally 4 items from glow mode. Well, glow magic mode. But we're missing bow and magic. Yeah, well, bow and magic, it's the same kind of deal. We can do everything but Ganon in the seed.
We'll just call it Muggle mode. It's fine.
Yeah, but you still need a stick slinger.
Was that a bomb on the ledge? I'm assuming there.
I missed it entirely.
Their bomb or mirror shield? I wasn't sure. I've lost the colors before, so I will not be deceived again.
A second wasp domain. I'm still
really
kind of
excited to see what will come out of DC, because definitely, definitely a fast dungeon to knock out, especially with a hammer in our hands.
So we had Wasp Woods, which has to be strength because nothing else has come out of it. We've had Wasp Domain. Was there another one? I feel like we've had a third Wasp, but I can't remember what the heck it was.
Woods, Domain, and... No, I think we only had 2.
Okay. Because at this point I'm slightly judging the choices to that they've all skipped Domain in Child 1. Because I feel like part of me feels like they've made the call that we'll go to domain when we get part of the Jabu kit, and we'll hope the other part's there. And if it's, and I can see that backfiring spectacularly, because Jabu is really early, because not Jabu, domain is really early available. That could be a hook shot.
This is another argument of no mode versus what you don't know. Like, based on that Wath, there's no reason to rush it unless, if you had nothing to help you continue on and check other things, then yeah, definitely, rush that. But like in this case, I would just definitely say kind of use deductive reasoning at this point to try to determine what it is you will get. And then that deductive reasoning will probably help you determine whether or not you want to rush it or not. In this case, I would say no, don't rush it. Exactly. Exactly, Wish. Petrified wood, let's go. Getting bullied by a Tektite. All for
That's what they're there for.
You know you need the irons, you have the storms for progs and can chicken. Or Zeal if you go below into Zora's domain, I'd consider it.
I mean, we've also had a scale, and one of the runners was literally in South Field.
River's,
at that point,
dead proppy, so you wouldn't want to check frogs.
Yeah. Like, River's dead, domain is Wath. And given the severe lack of other Wath hints, I'd say, especially to me, there'd be a niggling thought in the back of my mind that domain might be double Wath.
Putting progression off when you can do it is bad, in my opinion, especially when it's DC. No, DC being progression and being dense definitely is the play, 100%. They already both got the bean as far as I remember, and now they're both in DC. Like, I agree with what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's not wrong. None of what they've been doing is... I don't think you can ever call it a wrong play.
The only thing I slightly disagreed with when it came to progression was... Double Wath Cac, sure, but double Wath domain, there's 3 checks there. Yeah, no, exactly. Oh, Melon's the only one that got beans? Okay, I thought I saw Diesel go there. So, the only thing I slightly disagree with, even though, this is a better dense location, is Diesel took the time to actually make a way all the way across the field to check stage 0.
I feel like if you're trekking across the field,
I feel like since he was already there, he should have went Valley and then straight to domain. Then you could just go to river, then you could go adult. Since you already took that time, you should have done it. But the save warp was a very interesting thought, in my opinion.
Yeah. That's the only... that I argue that, yeah. Like, they've trekked to Open Grotto in Southfield. At the very least, from there, you probably should finish Southfield and go into Domain, because it's Wath, and I'll be honest, Domain is a fairly out-of-the-way location.
Domain is essentially, yeah, everything's there, although it could be on KZ. Like, you might not even be able to do it.
Yeah, but also, knowing it's on KZ is a lot bigger, because if you know it's on KZ, then you know you have to get an empty bottle. And Dodongo's has yielded nothing of value as far as I can tell here.
No, it didn't. But again, progression. Progression is still very good in this case. They have to do it anyways. And unless you have choose and know it's foolish, which you won't, there's no way you can do it any faster. So this is still the better play.
Yeah.
And we just need water and Jabu. Yeah, we're already almost done. We need 2 hooks.
2 hooks, Rang and Letter.
And a bow. And Rang and Letter.
Yeah. We need as much
so
for Ganon as we need for the rest. We need as much for Ganon as we need for the rest of any of the other 2 dungeons. Well, either of the other 2 dungeons.
DC had a milk bottle right before, before the Dongo.
Which could prove big, genuinely, because Child Spawn is in the Goron City entrance from Lost Woods, so it's a really good spawn.
Actually, if I'm gonna be honest, the only thing that would stop me from rushing ice at this point is that I'm Team No-Buy, and I don't have a shield.
Yeah, what do you need a shield for in ice?
No, I use the shield turn for KZ's.
Oh, fair. There's Boomerang.
Nice.
That is certainly...
Boss keys and river chest. Oh, no.
Yeah, at this point, I think Boss Key and River Chest would be the nastiest thing the Seed can pull, short of... like, the only really bad things the Seed can pull is something in its required spirit, something in fire, or there is a very, very convoluted chain of events that could lead to your first bow being in Shadow Temple.
Wait, Daredevil, can you ground jump over KZ? I don't think you can. I didn't think so. Yeah, no.
I think, yeah, he was on about what do you need a shield for.
Oh, yeah, ground jumps. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, just push the block. It's not that hard.
Glitchless jumps, man. Glitchless jumps for the win.
Hover boots. Every time.
Well, hovers was fun too, and
I love hovers in Ice Cavern. It's... genuinely, I've had seats where I just don't take them off in Ice Cavern.
That was lucky, Melons. You almost soft locked it.
Oof.
If you talk to him before he, like right as you blow him up, there's strength 2. Okay,
there's strength 2.
The child play wouldn't have been good in this case, and you know.
I think at this point, I'd certainly. Ooh, Diesel running out of bombs and is on backup strats.
Is there an argument for Ruda's being the Wathan domain? Oh, that'd be freaking hilarious.
There is a strong argument because, yeah, non-strength locks. Oh, that's very bad. Non-strength lock strength, but we know there's a wasp strength, which means that strength 2 or strength 3 is the hard require, which in turn, I think Spirit just got a lot more likely.
I probably would go to Spirit anyways. Knowing I need Water Temple, like, that's...
Yeah,
I don't know.
Unless it's one of the horrible things where... Actually, no. Because I'm pretty sure it can't be key logic in Water Temple for Song of Time. I'm pretty sure Song of Time cannot lock a key. I think with how...
Boss key it can, yeah, no.
Oh, boss key it can.
Boss key. It will most likely get hinted to you, but...
I think we've already seen a river chest hint, though.
River chest can indeed have...
Yeah. Light trial, possible hooking OGC, doubting a light trial. We could have light trial bow. Which would be incredibly amusing.
Wait, non-strength lock strength. I'm trying to think of why that would mean strength 3.
It doesn't necessarily mean strength 3, but we had a wasp strength in Lost Woods.
Right.
And another non-strength lock strength, so the wasp strength cannot be wasp for strength 1. It has to be wasp for a subsequent strength.
Did we check? We don't have Sarius. Like, it could be the Skull Kid. It might not even be the strength in Lost Woods.
Oh yeah, we don't have Sarius, so it might not be the strength, but assuming it is the strength, then things got very complicated very quickly.
Yeah, no, that I agree with. That's why I got confused. I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense.
That was a slingshot on Zora, So the child items, one of the 2 child checks is required in the main. This
AZ got hinted. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
KZ hinted a slingshot, which is bitter.
I struggle watching 2 people. How the hell do I commentate for 4?
With difficulty. But yeah, with this Diesel going child, I can't help but feel like
Domain is a better play.
Domain is a better play. Yeah, but the lack of a save warp here, he's going to well. Nocturne here is he's going straight to well.
Did he?
He got storms.
For Child Dampe?
No,
No, he didn't. Okay.
He's got storms. He's going straight to the bottom of the well. If he was going, it does make sense.
Well, it makes sense. Yeah.
Was Colossus? That could be incredibly dicey, especially as I don't think we have a good idea of what was on the arch.
I don't think ZL can be Wath in these settings, but we did get ZL.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we did. No, we got. Oh yeah, we got Bolero for ZL.
Oh, that's right. We got Bolero. Okay, so maybe that is it.
It could be Bolero.
Hook is in fire.
It could be Bolero for ZL, depending on hook and/or hovers. But it's Wath.
We have hammer.
It's not over till it's over.
This is getting. It seems like it's going really, really fast and really well, but like there's certain things that could happen.
It feels like it's going.
I'm trying to worry about.
Yeah, it feels like it's going too well, and I'm expecting to hit a wall at 80. Like they're just powering through, and they're just going to hit a wall with half the seed left to cover it.
Okay, so yeah. Both players are going down different paths. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I feel like... Yeah, Melons is off here. Did we get a visual on Arch? I couldn't see on Melon's side.
I'm pretty sure it was just a bomb. Like, cause I don't think either of them have colorful items, so I'm pretty sure those are just bombs.
If someone in chat has better eyes, then hopefully they can tell, but yeah.
Oh, we skipped the bean again.
That's a purple. So if it is bombs,
okay, it was bombs.
It was bombs. Okay, so it has to be Waff for Bolero, which means our hook shot is ZL locked or else in fire temple.
Well, we have
As it is, I'm kind of wary of it being in the fire.
I'm thinking
it could be, but I think without, I think
what was on the volcano?
I think volcano was a blue P. Yeah, both hookshot and hover, both hookshots and hovers are locked by Bolero, and I think it's more likely that at least one of them is locked by ZL instead, which would be very interesting.
Well, we have hammer, and we already opened the way to the other side of DC without hovers and hooks. So, like, the first hook could logically be hammer zeal.
Okay. So we know a time. I'm trying to. Double domain
time, baby. Who does it faster?
The hint here is GTG Waff.
Okay, well, we already have 2 strengths. We have bombs. We might need time for logic.
Yeah, logical song of time would. Logical song of time would bite this seed in the backside.
Not necessarily.
Because as we're seeing in chat, Melons is happy with that because if it turns out that we have irons for toilet, then that's a big plus in Melon's favour.
If this is hook,
though,
Mir could beat in spirit.
Yeah, I think the main concern here is genuinely, what does Domain have for us? Like, I think absolute best case scenario is it has letter. Like, but worst case scenario, this could have mirror or hovers. Actually, you can't have hovers, but it could definitely have mirror
hovers
here.
If
you get Rutos here, you just Jabu immediately. Do not pass go, do not collect $200. Though actually, I think, I don't know on Diesel side if you do it immediately, because I don't know how well you can do Jabu on 3 sticks.
Where was Rang?
Rang was Storm's Grotto.
Storm's Grotto, okay.
Oh yeah, Trail Storms, which Diesel hasn't gotten. I've just remembered.
Yeah.
Diesel doesn't have the boomerang.
What a great Rang location, okay.
It is. And I think we're going to see the Wath item here from Diesel. That's a mirror shield. That is worst case scenario.
I was gonna say mirror, but I was really hoping it wasn't.
Yeah, so that is logically deep spirit, possibly full spirit, hard required.
I would say full spirit, first song of time for Toilet Bowl in GTG.
Perhaps, but I feel like the smarter play is do GTG anyway before spirit. In case it's because I've got a stinker of a feeling that it's logically expecting that for key logic in GTG, and if they can get around the key logic without doing toilet or right side, then they're home free.
Diesel going well here is a good play because DTG sounds like a good idea, but the problem is you don't have a bow, you don't have a hook. You have his bombs. You can check logically 2 things, and if they're both keys, then I guess you could check right side. But you don't have time. Like GTG, you'd have to go in and go back out. I think well is better because well most likely has a hook in it. At this point, I am betting well has either a hook or a bow.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if well had something, simply because we know we've got 2 hard required items that are locked behind Bolero and or Zelda's Lullaby. And with that, well becomes so much nicer of an option. Yeah.
Hook if you had magic and Pharaoh's when it's great for DTG. Yeah. How many sometimes hints do we have? We got.
I'm not entirely sure. I haven't.
King Zora. We got. I don't remember. The last one I remember was King Zora, to be honest.
Yeah, I've not been keeping track of them either. Sorry.
Oh, the scale was also hinted. So we had Suns and King Zora were the only 2 I remember. Okay, we already found 2 keys. Not a good start. Yeah, and I'm not sure if either one of these people can do hookless GTG. But if you can, maybe it would be a better play. But logically at this point, looking at it, I wouldn't bet on it.
I'm fairly sure for hookless GTG you also need, I think you need hovers.
Do you need hovers? Oh yeah, well you need hovers to go any further, but they also don't have a bow.
Yeah, you're
so
missing.
They wouldn't even be able to check that anyways.
A couple checks with about. You need hovers to get up to open the strength 2 room.
Right. Yeah. Yep. You definitely need hovers for that.
If you don't have a hook or hovers,
there's hovers.
There's hovers. Yeah. If you don't have that, then you can't get into the strength 2 room. Who's the head? I'm not sure at the moment.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. They're going 2 different paths and they're finding kind of the same concept of items.
Melons?
No, nothing's been important yet.
I'm curious to see what Melons does now. Because I've got the feeling Melons might go straight for Spirit.
Strength
no, that's
2.
Fire.
Fire's not a terrible choice at this point. Melons does... Oh, well...
No, they've decided against
you can
Fire.
Get decently far. You have enough hearts to make it through. Spirit would be smarter, though. You have 2 strengths, and you just got Way of the Hero Mirror Shield. Definitely go to Spirit.
Yeah. It's difficult to see how Spirit... I think the main issue with going... I'm trying to think. Spirit is just...
You can't clear Spirit, though.
I feel like if he wanted to go to Spirit, I feel like he'd have done Child Spirit before he opened into Adult. Simply because if you are key locked, it's a lot easier. I personally prefer going in to Child before going into Adult because it's a lot safer than having to backtrack. Oh yeah, and
that's also
physically
true. We don't
cannot
have so
get one of them.
Right.
So
That's kind of what I was thinking too, because I was like, my thoughts are, if you're gonna go Child Spirit, you do it when you first get Requiem. If you have the option to get it, like,
I feel like he's going.
Probably need it.
Yeah, we have Eponius here, upper field, and then I feel like we're gonna open Fortress. Yeah, I think we're going to open the bridge. Maybe see a dip into GTG.
Doubt it at this point.
And then yeah, but you can get the lobby too, and depending on keys. And you can also, which is probably playing a bit more on Melons' mind, if you can get 2 keys and get a visual, if you can go in 2 keys and get a visual on right side, and so you can know if your Spirit, if your Song of Time was just for key logic in GTG, and if that's skippable, that's big knowledge. Right? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Storms was the locked. I'm pretty sure Storms was in the Composer Grave.
Yeah, Storms is Composer Grave.
Okay. Way of the Hero Bolero for rank, then. Possibly Hovers in Well. Oh, thanks for the... I wasn't even looking at chat.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that raid, and GG's on your race. 100%. Definitely good luck to the runners.
Diesel's realised there's a key in the bottom, I think. So,
yep.
We're here. Back into Graveyard. I mean, it's a quicker out, but... What is the play? Skulls into something?
Hovers. I don't know. Like, Child Spirit, maybe go for Skull since you have Rang.
What is
Fire Temple? You can do a decent bit of fire. You have Bolero.
Oh, I think I might know what he's on with. I think he played it.
He's going to get a bean.
Yeah, he's going to get a bean. I think he played it to go and plant the bean, and then remembered he didn't have one.
Yep. Okay, so that was just a mistake on that end. So
yeah, either that or it's just a quicker way out of well. than saving and quitting and climbing out, or just walking out and climbing out. Like that last check in well, getting out of the cage in well is a fairly long way. I can't really blame him for just song checking out of there. And now Melons goes to well.
Yep. So we're gonna get hovers at least.
Yeah.
We're planning the bean on Diesel's side. Diesel's gonna grab the irons and do what with them? Because this seems like very specific.
Yeah. I feel like Diesel is going to do... I feel like Diesel's going to end up doing what Melons just did. Northfield into some... I can see him possibly trying to clean up field and then maybe open a fortress. I'm not entirely sure. How's he so far? Most of it's going scarily well. However, we do have a Way of the Hero mirror shield with Forest Medallion Spirit locking Song of Time. So it's not going terribly, but there is points of contention.
A lot of dumb stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. We also have both hook shots and hover boots locked behind Bolero and or Zelda's Lullaby.
And we are officially an hour in.
An hour in,
everyone.
We are an hour in, and we have just about made it. We are... So, the main thing I have here is there's clearly something. Yeah, there's clearly something in Spirit. What? Like,
that is the question. What?
Part of me thinks that. Okay. Part of me thinks we have absolute worst case scenario, which is, I'm fairly sure it's logically possible that our first hook shot is in Spirit Oski chest.
Yeah, that is very possible. The only problem with that is, okay,
because it is that
how little we can get right now in Spirit because we don't have hook. Although hovers
covers a lot of it.
Well, makes Spirit a lot more accessible with certain.
Yeah, hovers opens up basically everything. The only thing we can't get with hook, the only thing that's hard hook required in there that I can remember is
left chest.
Not even left chest. I'm fairly sure there's ways around that.
No, I think I meant the left chest, like in the very beginning, like right before the first key.
Oh yeah, that. There's that one, and Twin Rover.
Twin Rover, yeah.
That's literally all that is hard required hook shot.
So there is a high chance hook or bow or both are in Spirit.
Watch it be, we've got mirror shield. Watch it be that it's this. Hook shot is on that chest. For boss key on early adult left. And then you have to contend with Twin Rover has something and Song of Time is bait.
I agree with Ventinor. Child Spirit seems like a very good play at this point. Either that or Fire.
Yeah.
But we have no reason to go to Fire other than it's dense.
At this point, I think I don't see a way in which Melons doesn't go straight to Child Spirit coming out of well. It's awkwardly likely to be required, especially when you've only got one possible check on adult side. You're too likely to be child locked.
What we need to understand right now, my friends, is the logic is gunning to be pretty disgusting.
I mean, it always did.
Also, Tracker Diesel did end up getting the irons.
Yeah. I think the main thing that's going to hang Diesel back is how long until he goes back and gets his boomerang.
See, that seems like something I would check right away because Storms was ZL locked. Way the Hero Colossus. Wait, did he read that? Or
I'm not sure. I was looking to the other side. I was looking at something else I had a ping. So.
No, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Right. This is going to be.
Thank you for that. For the good luck to the runners. I'm sure they will appreciate that.
At the rate the sea's going, I feel like they'll need that. What the hell happened
Diesel's
to
about to get
Melons'
strength
camera?
2.
Yeah.
Melons about to be disappointed, other than Hovers, obviously.
At this point, I feel like.
So is Diesel gonna rush Spirit, and as what age?
At this point, when Diesel pulls Silvers, I think their immediate play is going to be Spirit. Simply because you've pulled a Wasp Mirror, you've got fairly early Silvers. The seed is practically begging you to go to Spirit.
Did anyone check left May's chest?
I don't recall. If they did, I missed it. Okay, apparently
There was nothing? Okay. Right. Okay.
I think Diesel's on his way up to confirm that for us.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Oof. That's the wrong button. That's one of the things I find annoying with this, with third maze check. There is, I think it's precisely one rock you can lift that only requires one rock lift to get to that check. There's a number of them that are just 2 rocks.
I think so, or something like that.
Yeah, and here we go. Adult side Spirit, and we shall see. Melon's not doing Child Spirit. That's certainly a play.
Could be detrimental, but it also could be nothing.
Could.
Like, there's a chance it's not a big deal. A low chance, considering you can only check one thing. But
yeah, I don't agree with that. I think at this point you would absolutely just make the call and go Child. Oh, I hate this trick.
it's not the worst.
I
think it's actually easier than the Child one. They're both pretty easy, though.
Oh, it is.
Oh. Oh, you're doing it that way. Well,
Yeah.
maybe not then.
Because the trick is
I
why the.
just run into the locked door. If you run into the locked door, it'll go straight up. You don't have to worry about angling it.
Yeah, because the walls in here are terrible.
Rip choose.
Is this an ice play? Oh, the Storm's Grotto, then ice, I think. King Diesel's just leaving Spirit.
Alright.
Yeah. Reverse GTG, wouldn't be surprised. I'm surprised he didn't try and go for it with a bomb.
Yeah, because you can get it with a bomb instead of...
Yeah, it's
fine. Not a big deal. Definitely check the rest of Colossus, make sure that we didn't miss any of our wasps, or if it actually was just Bolero to ZL. Spoilers, it was.
Yeah. Reverse GTG wouldn't be the worst play.
I don't completely disagree with this fire play.
Yeah, it's not the one I'd have made, but it's not. It's absolutely not the worst play available. Reminds me, did we ever see Wolfos Grotto from either of them? I know Diesel skipped it, but
I don't think either of them did it. No.
So they're both going.
I'm hoping Magic's in here or something. That way you can at least Feyoris.
So they are both
double spirit or double fire. Well, neither wanted to go to spirit because no ranged weapons. So you know what? Fair. Fire doesn't seem like a terrible play here.
It's not a terrible play, but I feel like the seed is screaming spirit.
The problem is... you found bombs very, very early. Like, incredibly early. DC came up with nothing. Logically, the next thing to think of would be... there's Hook. Yep.
The Hook in fire. I hate this already. And there's Melons.
Hammer that was bomb locked. So yeah, definitely it was more pointing towards fire.
Yeah.
That being said, wow.
I'm gonna say it like I wouldn't have made that play. This is the play that would have bitten me in the backside.
And we need two of them, so yeah, that fire would have hurt you.
Yeah. I wouldn't have gone. I'd have gone to spirit immediately. And Melons is going to GTG.
You know, alternating routes aside, they're pretty close to each other. The only difference between the two, besides Hook, is Boomerang.
Yeah, and Hook difference is about to be solved here.
Yep, both are leaving. Both going to GTG. One's reverse Wasteland and one's going with...
I wouldn't be surprised if Diesel's gonna check Spirit and then reverse. Because you know both are required. Like,
that's fair.
You have what, maybe? You know you're gonna need to go into Spirit. You might as well get the information.
The double dip is unfortunate, but it's...
Don't worry, it's gonna...
I would actually agree with Spirit, now that I think about it.
Don't worry, it's gonna be a quad dip. I'm calling it now. Diesel's gonna be quad dipping. We're gonna be key locked here. We're gonna be key locked here, and he'll have to come back as child.
Ugh. We can do so much in GTG now, though. So GTG...
literally everything but the 3 bow checks.
And then also we can check the ledge finally if we want to.
Yeah.
Yep, whip and choose, and hammer.
Hammer and choose, yeah. We are going
Love
for
this trick.
ledge peak.
I've never been able to crouch jab though, so I don't know if you just can't or.
You can, but you need to remember to have stored the hammer hit.
Okay, good. We're not quad dipped.
Damn it.
Well, we still might be because boss K, but who knows?
Fair. And I'll be honest, I've never liked having to do spirit with hook. Especially if you have to come back, because...
That's a bloop.
I've never been able to land the... You know, the shot on the platform? Yeah, I've never been able to land the hook shot to the platform before the boss.
I've only been able to do it with long shot, and I think I did it once just being like, hey, I've seen someone do this, let's see if I can do it, and I did.
Why? Eesh. Diesel suffering because he hasn't put his hover boots on. Oh, he has. Now.
2 keys. So either way, we would have been fine.
What was in the waterfall? I've just missed that. Don't think it was big.
Well, it wasn't grabbed, so...
Bloop. Okay. Melons is evaluating their life choices.
No, he's death warping.
Oh,
That's actually
death warping.
The play. Imagine if you had titties, though, and forcing yourself to die to a stupid Octorok. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, death warp or not, put an F in the chat for Melons here.
F warping.
We're F warping.
Damn, adult side is just key loaded. I'm still going to call that it's going to have to be a quad dip for Diesel, but this is purely out of spite for them not doing child earlier when it was so obviously hinted.
I'm telling on you. I'll tell him right now. No, I won't. I'm not allowed to. Alright, so... Spirit Play, Mirror Shield Wath. I'm assuming it's more likely Mirror Shield is just for time than it is for anything actually in Spirit.
I think it's most likely just going to be time.
GTG. At this rate, GTG probably has a hook.
Yeah, at this point, I think it's just we are logically Song of Time locked in GTG for something.
That's helpful.
And I've got a feeling it's going to be later. I think
Magic is probably... I'm going to say Magic and Ice now.
Magic's going to be the worst part of the seed, I think.
Yeah.
Because it's never hinted.
Letter and GTG, Hook and Ice, Magic. See, I don't think Magic is going to be anything hinted. I think Magic's going to be somewhere we would think to go with. Letter and GTG, Magic's probably nice. If it's Hook and GTG, there could actually be something in fucking water. Wait, am I allowed to... I always forget if I'm allowed to swear on this or not. Sometimes it just comes out. Sorry about that.
Diesel struggling with the Anubai. Jumping into the fire.
What was that, like, 2 frame per second, like, slow-mo of him jumping in the fire there?
It was an examination of his decision making.
It was so good. It was like, I was waiting for, like, freaking overvoice just to be like, it was at this moment that he knew.
Yeah. Bloopy in here. Yeah. Now here it comes possibly the worst part of this dungeon. having to fight the Dark Nuts with a Master Sword.
I've had worse situations, but I do admit it sucks.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, worse situations is lower health. Because it doesn't do enough damage for this strat to work.
I'm a little upset that Mirror actually did come up with nothing, but it makes rip.
And there's another death. That is...
And that one was accidental. That is a legitimate F we're putting there.
At that that point, you kind of just... You have to move in, bait it, back up, and then jump slash in. Back out, backflip out. Wash, rinse, repeat.
What the...
He has joined the chat, it would seem.
Very legitimate F there.
Yeah. And we have weeping 1.5 hearts on Melon's side. Not anymore.
Weep? I don't have sound, so I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We do. I do actually have audio this time, so we are listening to Melon's side.
Rip them weep.
And we are seeing this chest now as well. There's the boss key. There goes the quad dip hope. The malice of my heart has been defeated. For now.
You have been defeated.
For now, yes. We can still have the
sound. What did I do?
Voodoo. Sorcery.
I tabbed out and tabbed back in, and suddenly I can hear frickin' Lizalthos.
That's not what you want to hear, I'll be honest. Lizalthos have a really annoying noise.
End. At least I know it's not on my end. I actually restarted my computer for once. The Spirit's coming up with a whole lot of nothing, which is kind of what I thought. So either GTG is going to be loaded, or we are in casino territory. Well, not necessarily.
Yeah. GTG is AWOF, but I feel like it's...
If it's ladder, then we're better off.
The thing is, at this point, we're missing hook, bow, letter, magic. We have 4 items required. 2 of them are for Ganon.
And a lot of the dumb checks are hinted in this seed, so...
I think the interesting part is this long shot? No, it's a slingshot. Wrong shot.
Still has shot in the name.
Okay. Second potential Wath Mirror check.
Rova
if this turns up
magic.
Yeah, if this turns up dead, then Twin Rivers hard required. Which is unpleasant.
Kind of a good thing, actually, now that you think about it, because
it is, but it's not nice.
You gotta hold on to that. What if like you did pull something in spirit, and you know you could still clear it? Like you're kind of just like having that what if in the back of your mind.
Especially with Diesel, because Diesel's like Diesel can't do upper child. He skipped both hands.
Rover required.
We are Rover required here anyway. Melons is hopefully about to show us what's on one of the hands at least. And then... Because... I think we're still short a key. Which is... potentially just logical insight at this point. Because there's 4 checks we haven't seen. 5 checks we haven't seen.
Say Song of Time for Toilet for Way of the Hero DTG. I'm gonna say DTG stacked. Yeah, I agree with Saigo.
Song of Time, I don't think it can be River. I'm pretty sure we had River hinted.
Right side key logic, that's just dirty. It happens all the time, but that's still just dirty.
Yeah, right side key logic is the most likely for Song of Time required here. I don't think it can be required for water. Oof.
I don't think I watched anything from yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was doing a shuffler for 14 hours.
Yesterday I was practicing by doing an async and another death.
No.
Darknuts. Diesel's Bane. I've had... yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, my practices haven't been going well. Like, my seed is on...
Mine have not either.
Like, for some reason, my bongo execution has just gone to hell.
Actually, no. A lot of my practice seeds actually went really well. Then my official race came up, and I just like everything just went out the frickin' window.
Yeah. I did a practice seed, and my bongo execution just died in a fire. Like, for some reason, I'm just really struggling with Master Sword bongo all of a sudden. Because it's just
I just spin attack. It's more fun, anyways.
I try, but I can't get quick spins. So.
Oh, really?
I'm just stuck with. So I'm just stuck with trying crouch stab. So I'm just stuck with trying crouch stabs after shooting in the eye, and I've either
Diesel,
been.
No.
Yeah, Diesel just getting out of the heck. At this point for Diesel,
I
dip and heal at the fountain. I'm not entirely sure. At this point, I dip and heal at the fountain.
Either heal at the fountain or play ZL in front of Gossip Stone right next door.
Hmm.
My followers, viewers, and primes that your follows, everyone's dying to this man.
Yikes.
More F's in the chat, man.
Hmm.
Well,
that's one thing we can say, though. This dungeon has some spirit.
Do we have Nairus by chance?
We do
not. We
not
don't have magic. We don't have magic, anyways.
No. What we have is a body count.
Oh, that's right. That's Naburu. That's right. That's the Naburu knuckle.
Yeah. Diesel playing it safe. This is how I do it when I
just
don't have
if you have 3 hearts, and no fairy, just frickin' don't risk it.
Yeah, 3 hearts.
I don't even know what that hitbox is.
It's massive, is what it is. Like that sweep. Oof. That was blooming close.
Oh,
too.
That was a backslash.
Yeah, it was just an overhead. Because the thing is, the side swings have a really, really wide arcing hitbox.
I'm gonna have to take this VOD and like doctor it up with just all the F's in the chat. Like, man, I feel very bad for these runners, but at the same time, like, play it safe. Stop going for the dumb strat. They're going for the dumb strat. They're trying the stupid focus strat, and it's completely killing them. Drink the milk. Drink the milk. There we go. We got one.
And it was all thanks to the nutritional power of the tactical milk.
Now I have a thought in my head, but I'm going to resist saying it because I don't want to be called out for jinxing anything.
Is what is in your head something related to the sinking possibility that we might have to go into shadow?
No, but I mean, now you're going to be called out for jinxing it. Mine involved an F in the chat.
What, dying to Kume Kitake?
No one believes in the jinx, I swear. Everyone's just like, oh, what jinx? Hold on, let me just say it out loud real quick. It's on you, man. It's on you.
It's always on me anyway. Diesel going hyper cautious at this point.
And there it is. You didn't die, at least, but...
Doesn't Diesel even have the milk bottle? Or has he forgotten if he has it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we both got the milk bottle. Alright, good. We're both on Rova. We just have to murder Rova.
Mm.
And I do mean murder. They literally have halos above their head after this fight.
Yes, they do in fact perish. Though I will say the hitboxes on these two is horrific.
I don't care about that. And once I get to this point, I really don't care. Even with Master Sword, it's not bad as long as you prepare a jump slash.
Yeah, like, the issue is never Twin Rover. The issue is the twins. Because the hitbox on the twins from the beam is nasty.
Like, my new thing is, like, when you try to prepare a hook shot, every now and again I forget I have it primed. So, like, when I go to block, I'm instead shooting the hook shot.
I think I don't quite do the hookshot strats, but even then, just landing the hit, I've had it phase clean through their bodies numerous times because the hitboxes are just somewhat misleading, as is like the actual bit of time when the beam does damage. Because if you do it too early, it just doesn't seem to connect.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if you die to Rova, you have to fight Naburu again, don't you?
I think Melons is notably in the lead now, both because they've got like
definitely in the lead.
Both because they've got Twin Rover under their belt and they've got the Boomerang.
Yep.
I think at this point, the question is how many seconds until we see Prelude?
Now?
Literally instant. Okay.
I mean, yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to replay Requiem, or we're just going to take Epona, and we're going to go to GTG and get our Ruto's letter. And hopefully Bo as well.
Well, hopefully Ruto's letter.
I'm like 99% sure it's going to be Ruto's.
You say that we could have just a hookshot locked hookshot.
There's not that much left to check, though. That's why I'm very much thinking Ruto's. But it's, I mean, there's still a chance. There's still that 1%.
Letter in Water Temple.
Oh, dear goodness. Okay.
That's not even the worst thing this seed can pull. The seed can still logically put Letter almost anywhere. Din's is worst case scenario because Letter can be in shadow.
It could be Din's. That is for sure true.
If it is Din's, I can assure you that someone, one of the runners, and probably commentary too, is weeping as a result of this.
We already got a not required medallion.
Yeah.
Way of the hero item. So, like, it's not unlikely, but I'm just like hoping it's not Din's. I'm hoping it's Letter.
Imagine if it's
long shot, that's more dirty than the seed can handle right now.
Yeah.
Like we need some W's. I mean, how many F's did we put in the chat in the last hour?
Several, and I don't think we're done. Like, we are going into Spirit. Diesel still has 3 hearts. And we have Stalfos, who are renowned gits.
We have Stalfos are nothing. We have shields. And we have Storm, so you can activate the fairy in the middle of GTG if you want to.
Yeah, but Stalfos are just gits to fight anyway.
The only time I'll ever die to a Stalfos is if I have an early Forest Wath and I didn't buy a shield yet. That is the only time you'll ever watch me die to a Stalfos.
Yeah. In most cases, it's not about like dying to them unless it's really early. It's just the fight takes forever because they'll just not give you an opening.
Yeah, Andals, you didn't know about that. It's not a fairy. It's like one of those. It's one of those orbs. It fills you both your health and your magic. Also, if someone wants to clip that way, next time I die at a Stalfos in my next race, you can just kind of just like spam that, go for it. But I've never died to Stalfos unless I don't have a shield.
I haven't, but I've absolutely timed out on the check here in GTG because the Stalfos just didn't give an opening for a full minute.
So yeah, if you go to the right in between the 2 chests after you shoot it with a bow, Navi will like turn green right there, like kind of like what she does for like Song of Time. And if you play Song of Storms there, it'll spawn one of those pink balls. I didn't actually mean the middle. I just meant like the center of the... Oh, we're getting the skull.
Yeah, Melons is in full skull hunting mode.
That's not a bad play at this point. We're still missing a lot of items.
Yeah, it's not the worst play. And especially if you're already climbing up to check roof, there's definitely worse plays to do. But
oh, yeah.
There's Dins. That's not Way of the Hero, but that is likely going to be causing some panic.
I mean, it's not on the Wath, so that could just be like coincidence, but damn.
If magic comes up here, the runners are going to be incredibly concerned.
Way of the Hero Bolero locked Storms, which locked Hovers, and then we just got...
Yeah. Bolero locked Storms, locked ZL, locked Storms, which locked Hovers,
Hook, which in
and
turn,
Hook.
which also locked Hook, which in turn kind of locked
the entirety of Spirit.
I was gonna say locked that Dins, but...
Oh yeah, fair. That Dins is heavily deep in the Wath chain, but still potentially possible.
It's still there, though.
That's
why it's kind of making me think, oh no.
Yeah, that Dins is going to be a consistent source of panic until we hit go mode.
I would, like, definitely, you know, once the full clear GTG is done, nearly dying to Dunalphos, I just noticed.
Yeah. Diesel's been on 1 heart for a while.
They titties!
Yeah, I think the racers are going to be glad for that. I think Diesel especially is going to be glad. I think Diesel especially is going to wish that that had come up a bit sooner.
After those iron knuckle deaths?
Yeah. After they got properly iron knuckled. So...
Man, that was...
So that was double defense and a singular key.
That was all that was
so
time
Song
left.
of Time is not... So...
No, now we're definitely going for freaking toilet bowl.
Yeah, Melons is going for toilet because The alternative is that Song of Time locks
the boss key and water.
Boss key and water. And
I'm
at this
kind
point,
of leaning towards this being bait, honestly.
I feel like the possibility. I feel like it's just. This might be bait, but also doing this while you're here is infinitely preferable to backtracking for toilet.
Don't get me wrong, I don't want this to be bait, but I'm just thinking, from what I've been looking at in this seed so far, I'm not, it's not looking good.
It's not. I'll be honest, you've got...
Yeah, the Wath item was mirror in Domain.
Yeah, Domain's Wath with Mirror Shield, which means Spirit was hard required, and the only thing it could have been required for was Song of Time access through the Forest Medallion.
Oh, I've done that so many times. That's so unfortunate.
So,
oh
yeah.
wait, no, you got the rupees. Okay, you're fine. I was gonna say.
Yeah, so basically, Song of Time is Wath for something. It's 50-50.
Not a hard play to do right away, though. Like, I do admit getting the strength block would probably be smarter, but like, even if this is a key, Toilet Bowl isn't that much of a time waste. You already have time, might as well just follow through with it.
And let's be honest, yeah. And you're going to be doing it anyway while you're here. And you do not want to come back here.
That is for sure true.
So,
we love the toilet bowl plays. Yeah, it is pretty common, and that's another thing we were considering, but still, you already have it, you might as well keep going.
Key logic. Song of Time is basically only key logic for here.
Yep, hold the target. Yep, that is true.
It's boss key logic in water. That
way to
is.
Make toilet easier. Stop making that one silver rupee a freaking transparent or whatever the hell it is. So like you literally can't even go through it.
Okay. So that is the lock.
It is key logic then.
Which makes it GTG key logic and Spirit was wholly unnecessary.
That's disgusting.
Well, they're going to be sighing. I think the only upside is it might end up being that... That's revolting. That puts Shadow in logic.
Shadow's completely logical now. Oh no.
Sadness. Much sadness. That's another smoky.
We still have the entire maze to check though, so we could just have gotten really lucky with that magic.
Perhaps, but this seed doesn't feel like a lucky seed. If you know what I'm saying.
Waff, though. You know
no, Jabu was foolish.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what sucks? I think Diesel's looking for Rang. Hoping for Rang in here.
Diesel is certainly looking for something. Because the thing is, Diesel's missed two big things. Like, they've missed fire source, because they've missed the roof.
Rang was Trail Storm's Grotto.
Yeah, they've missed Rang, they've missed Dins. Dins is only potentially required, but it's the sort of thing that you can never really write off. Like, it's very hard to not have.
Yeah, I'm hoping the maze has Rudos at this point.
You'd hope it would. I don't feel like it does.
I mean,
I feel like we are.
You can be negative. That's fine.
I feel like we are lampooned with a horrible Ruto's letter.
It goes, Komodo. It goes. Things are going in a direction.
That direction may or may not be increasingly southwards.
It very well, like...
Ice is not behind go mode.
Oh,
That's
the magic color.
That's the scary part, Pix. Ice is not behind go mode.
Like, if Ruto's is here, we're still not go mode, which means ice intensifies. But if Ruto's
we're
is not here,
looking
shadow
for-
intensifies.
Yeah, we're looking for a letter. We're looking for a bow. We're looking for a long shot. All three of these items can be in ice. All three of them can equally be in shadow.
Don't you love when you make the GTG toilet play and then you go, oh, key logic, thanks.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, with how it's looking at the moment, they might be glad for that key in case one of the 4 bowlock checks turns out to be a key.
I am
Or
actually
2.
leaning towards long shot and ice as well, Froppy, because of, Bolero locking practically everything.
Yeah, Bolero has to lock.
I'm gonna say first logical bows and shadow.
Yeah, Bolero has to lock hooks, but equally Bolero.
And magic 2 and shadow, yeah.
Here's the thing, long shot. I think the issue now, especially, is if Melons doesn't pull a letter or something from here, I think we're going to see a shadow play.
Oh, we're definitely seeing a shadow play.
I mean, unless we see letter or long shot here. Storms was in the Composer Grave. Zelda's Lullaby was on Crater. Hovers were in Well, behind both of them.
Good news of this regardless, though, is we're getting an answer somewhere.
And our answer is...
Because I really don't think it's magic. And if it is magic, oh no.
That's not Storm's key logic. That's not key logic. That's River Chest. I thought we had that entered. Must have been Seed Bleed.
No, it was somebody saying it as like a joke. And it turns out to be very true. Because I don't
I thought we had a hint saying it was a heart piece. But yeah, this is incredibly unpleasant. Because now...
It is. It's just magic. Oh, going to shadow.
Yeah, this seed went from good to horrible, terrible, no good, very bad, incredibly quickly. Ruto's on River Chest.
Ew!
That would be incredibly grim.
But
I've seen worse.
Water.
You say double dipping water, I'm going to say imagine having to double dip into...
I actually would also go to water. I need to follow through with what my Song of Time is.
Yeah. Water is probably the best play, but I've got a stinking suspicion that Shadow is coming up. And if it is Shadow... Then unfortunately, if Shadow does come up as critical, then I think Diesel might just be done.
See, yeah. If Shadow actually does end up being something, Diesel's basically done.
Yeah, Diesel.
Unfortunate, but true.
I think Diesel's already behind with how long is it going to take them to go and get that boomerang? How long is it going to be before they go back to Fortress Roof? It's going to be a long time.
See, I'm leaning a lot more towards... Because the only Wath in GTG was Magic, which, ew, by the way. I thought I read something that Magic couldn't be Wath, but I guess I was wrong.
Magic can only be Wath when you have Magic locked Magic.
Okay. Well, when we know where Magic 2 is, then.
Magic locked and probably in Spirit.
Shadow.
Not Spirit, Shadow.
It's
or Fire locked. Yeah, actually, it can't be Fire locked in Spirit. They're both sticks, logically.
You need to do quite a few checks to get the 2 keys to get to River. Decent chance to get the boss key in the first dip. Yeah, I would also agree Water Dip is the play here.
Yeah, Water Dip is easily the play. It's just a stinking suspicion that Shadow is looking... Yeah. Shadow is looming. Its presence is lingering like a bad fart.
Oh, I left my oven on. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Oof, yikes. And I think that was Boomerang on Diesel's side. Did he get his Boomerang? He certainly just came out of the grotto. Okay, he got his Boomerang, so he's mildly less behind. And now it's basically coming down to Shadow Bait. Okay, so I think this is the difference here. Diesel is doing a tour of Storm's grottos, I think.
Oh, this is huge. This is actually very huge.
He's got his Boomerang now, so yeah.
Yeah.
So at this point, the only thing that might split them is the 50-50 on Shadow.
Yeah.
Because I get the feeling Diesel might go towards shortly anyway, but I think the Shadow is going to bite. I think Shadow... I've got a stinking feeling that Shadow is going to bite one of them now. Either it's going to bite Diesel because he's missed Dins, or it's going to bait Melons super hard and give Diesel get Diesel back into the well, I'd say back into the race. He's not that far out of it at the moment, but it's if a bait Shadow play would be catastrophic.
If there is something in Shadow and there is a casino bow that they find, that gives Diesel more of a reason to go back to Fortress. It's still not much of a reason, but that is a close reason because of horseback archery.
Yeah. I feel like especially while he doesn't have a bow, I don't see Diesel going back to Fortress at any time until it's like absolute last location. And it's horrible, but unless a bow comes up, the only upside is if a bow comes up, I can see him going almost straight back there, because you have the 4 potentially worth GTG checks, and you have horseback archery, and Fortress Roof is still there. So
a bow. Turns out I never turned on the oven at all, so I didn't burn the cookies. I just never cooked them.
A fool is you.
It beats setting my house on fire.
It does, but also your cookies are now quite literally an ice trap. Also, another thing I found out in a seed recently, apparently this check that Melons is going to can be a sometimes hint. Fire... I'm not sure about fire either. I feel like water is the smarter play. Fire is an understandable play, but I don't think it's your best play by a margin.
Ew, now I really don't feel good about it. I was thinking maybe, but that's a boss key. Now you have to think, do I do it or do I just cut my losses?
It is possible Fire has both hooks. It's possible that Bow is in here. It's possible that Letter is in here. This is the glory of Letter. It can be literally anywhere except Fountain, Jabu, Ice. Yeah. No Bow, no Dins, can't do torches. Understandable.
You can light the torch. Oh wait, no, you can't because of Dins, but we do have the knowledge of being able to do it in water.
Okay,
so.
Diesel's going deeper into Fire. I think it's going to be one of those where the deeper he goes, the less we'll like it until he finds something.
I'm really rooting for him here. Like, because this Fire play is a ballsy play, but I kind of like it. But I can do Diesel with Fire. So, yeah, no, I get it, Afterlife. I forgot that Diesel didn't have Dins for a minute.
Yeah,
it's bad.
Yeah, but even so, I still think, even without a way to light the torches, that's one check. Getting intelligence on a required dungeon is going to be is stuff you're going to do anyway. I don't see why the required dungeon isn't a priority play. That's just me.
That is also a good point, Chloe. The Bolero required situation being both hooks, aka the only other way to get to Fire, because frickin' hovers were also locked by Bolero.
Yeah,
that would make sense.
That's just how it is, though.
Disgusting. Wasp
Bolero means that both hook shots and hovers have to be Bolero locked. So we've had one hook and hovers, and we now know that the other hook shot has to be locked behind any combination of Bolero, Storms, ZL, hook, hovers, or anything that requires, or anything from those or any thing found from those items. It's an incredibly messy logic spool, and like most cable, it's like a cable almost. You drop it, it's going to get tangled, and you're going to lose where the hell you were, and you're never getting back there.
Look, well, we just need to really, really, really hope Dins is not required at this point.
Yeah, that's basically...
There's no way in hell we're going back.
Unless Diesel pulls a bow in Fire, there is no way in hell he is going to go back.
Oh, let's see if I have anything.
Ah, yes, we are going to the one check that makes water an unpleasant dungeon.
Hey.
Sorry, but it's true. Dark Link is the worst check in this dungeon.
Arguably one of the easiest mini-bosses to fight in this game.
Personally, I'd put it as one of the worst checks in any dungeon. I hate fighting this guy.
I'll give you that, but one of the easiest mini-bosses.
I never got the hang of it. I've tried every trick that I've seen listed. It just doesn't seem to work for me.
Okay, that's fair.
Oof.
Long on Volvagia? Oh no.
I think at this point Long on Volvagia would be rough, but not horrible.
Why did Diesel put... Okay, I kind of get it, but wouldn't save warping still technically be better, and then just using Feores in the part where you go deep instead of... Like, I don't understand that.
I don't either, especially given the extremely strong potential that your Firelock comes before the shortcut, especially with no bow.
I hate the nut strat. It makes me cringe every time.
It's better than trying to do it itemless, so...
Backslash is best. Literally just swinging them, backflip, turn around, and then you literally just slash to the right while running to the right.
I've tried that and it just... I've had it clang so many times.
Treat the fight like a Tinder date. It's easier to nut if you're not looking directly at them.
Speaking from experience there, Chloe. Yeah, for some reason I've always read that username as Chloe. I don't know why.
Chloe.
Yeah.
Sheesh!
There's the bow. You had the bow. You filthy bow thief.
Why was I holding onto the bow?
I wouldn't so. I generally don't know how your phantom hands can hold anything.
Why did I take the bow?
Bow on Dark Link is horrible.
What did I have to gain for that? If that's the logical bow, Din's is... Wait. 4 keys. Okay, so you might not still need Din's. You just have to save scum a bit.
Yeah.
I didn't roll it. It's not me. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
The seed has rigged itself. We are not complicit in this voodoo sorcery.
I love it when I have an item. I actually, one of my favorite things is when I have the long shot, because then I'm like, huh.
I think the worst thing I've seen in that check is I've seen it within... there's a requirement. Boss key is on river chest as we expected.
Yep.
And yeah.
Lucky to get that bow, as you needed it for the Song of Time lock. Yeah, I didn't even think of that, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I forgot that too. I forgot that's a bow lock.
So that could be the first logical bow.
Because the main thing I'm too used to is having to do long shotless push block in water. You know, the one where you shoot the eye switch and then go across. I'm too used to having to do that without long shot that I keep forgetting.
What did Volvagia have, or did he not try?
I don't think he did, Volvagia. And yeah, we knew Spirit was hard required because we had a Waff mirror shield.
You know, that's a good question. Do you go back to GTG at this point? I would argue no, but...
Diesel's finishing field. He is desperate.
Yeah, we're running out of...
I think he's finishing field on his way to water, which is a good thing. But... Yikes.
This is just feels bad.
Not.
Can we put the F back on the screen for a minute?
He is... I think Melons is turning in 20. Does he have 20 even?
I mean, that could be something.
Scrolling F.
Alright, you know what? That's fair.
At this point, not 20. Okay, then. Why is he...
I don't know what's happening anymore. I just feel like we're just running out of things. Don't check Lake. Remember, it's foolish. Checking hints? Are we rushing water? Oh, rushing water's good for Bo.
I think he's going for water, yeah.
I'm trying to think. Where were the keys? There was one on torches. There was one on the weird spiky things.
Yeah, river chest was in fact the boss key. Melons is going to fire.
Melon's going to fire.
I don't know why he went to graveyard. I think he was debating... Oh, he was going for a magic pickup. River. He's going for a magic pickup. He's played Bolero because it's the nearest fountain. He is purely here to heal.
I'll take it.
Though I'm not entirely sure why he'd need magic for.
I do. We're going to Shadow Friends.
Yeah, we are going to the cesspit. Let's see if the seed is broken.
Dead hand has Rudos. I'm calling in now. You don't even need hovers.
Oh no, he's checking this first.
I mean, yeah, that's a good check too.
You can't fault it. What should this be about?
Doesn't the Ghost of Stone right? Yeah. There's a lot of people that don't know that. I've mentioned that multiple times. People are like, "Wait, you can do that?" I'm like, "Yeah." You can.
Yeah,
put
they have
storms
to have
for
the
magic thing, and then you can have just a pair.
Yikes!
What was that?
That was long shot.
Oh.
This seed just. I feel so bad for Diesel now.
Was Graveyard Wath?
No.
I didn't think so.
Graveyard's not Wath. Unless Diesel.
This seems freaking hilarious.
It is, but I feel so bad for Diesel now.
Magic Lock Longshot, Din's
possibly hard bait.
Required? I would say soft required because you can do it as child.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Din's soft required until we find the other fire source.
Yeah, if we find fire arrows not in shadow, then Din's is bait. But if Din's is but if fire arrows are in shadow, oh boy.
Yeah,
Ugh.
And even then, I think he opened fire just to get Ferals off. And now, this. Something I've never actually realized, but I found out of my own a while ago. Is just how much hovers help on that slope. The bow was on Donklank. It was.
I was holding it.
Yeah. The commentator was stealing the bow.
I like to rig the seeds. You guys should probably fire me.
And now.
Very good one cycle.
Ooh, Diesel getting hecked here too. This has just not been Diesel's seed.
Nah. It happens.
Yeah, it happens.
But it happens.
It kind of sucks, but you've just... Yeah. Darklink stole everything.
Mido had the lights.
Yeah, Mido had lights.
We were working together.
But Darklink took the boss key and the bow. Those are nuts.
Alright, we just scoomed the keys for a key.
And there is that. So we need literally just letter now. We have a go mode letter and no input. So question: am I alone in doing the back of lake hints now?
Can we say feels bad ice real quick?
Yeah, feels bad ice, but
shadow?
Who cares?
Isn't shadow? I'm gonna say shadow.
Probably. We could probably try and get a bet up on stream if people want to guess where it is,
yeah,
shadow or not shadow.
We should get a bet for a letter, yeah.
Because
we don't have a working bet bot.
Oh, fair. Oh, well.
I start to sit and program one now and like, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, they'll probably have found letter me then. Yeah.
I'm saying shadow. 100% shadow.
Melon's calling for a Ponya.
Are we going back to GTG? Was the magic... Wait a minute. Magic being... Well, no, because you didn't need
I think Melons is in full clear your Waths mode.
Yeah, no, I would agree.
Yeah, finishing...
Don't invest until you get your Waths clear.
Yeah. Finishing up a Wath GTG. Especially with GTG's track record in Scrubs. Anyone who did the qualifiers will tell you GTG has a track record of just being casually stacked.
Yeah, the only thing I kind of disagree with is not putting Feoris in GTG.
Fair, but I think he wanted it for water. Because he doesn't have Serenade and it's a long way back.
That's fair.
And I figured... And he knows he's probably having to double dip water he doesn't know if he'll ever come back to GTG. Because it was entirely...
Lunch popped out.
Nice. Oof.
Not very nice. That's actually quite the opposite of nice.
Yeah, it clocked what you'd said like about 3 seconds after you'd said it. Up to horseback archery.
It's all good.
Okay, here we go.
HBA I could agree with. Din's being in Fortress. It could be hinted that we just haven't found yet, but... Did we check Lake hints?
No. And honestly, I think I probably would have at that point. We've only seen, I think, 3 Way of the Heroes. We've seen... Actually, no, we've seen 4. We've got Colossus. We've had Domain, Colossus, Lost Woods, GTG. We're still short of WAF. We're looking for the most elusive item in the game. I think at that point, you suck it up and you do late hints in case the 5th WAF can put you on the track. And you hope to...
Hey? Can't be Paradox because of King Zora being hinted. So that's nothing.
Boomerang is worse, but... I've always found that Boomerang has a tendency to turn up early. I've very rarely found Boomerang. Usually,
Boomerang is an annoying go mode item because I just hate clearing Shadow. I hate clearing Jabu. But... Like,
especially on my hard side, for some reason I've found that you'll almost always find the Boomerang is in spirit for some reason. I don't know.
I absolutely hate early Boomerang because my eyes immediately turn towards skulls.
Yeah. I don't know. I always just find that Spirit, especially, just ends up having the Boomerang. I don't know why. It just does. And it's more than mildly annoying, I'll be honest. Just...
Now here's a question. No, he's gonna keep going. You need water. I was gonna say, does he get bow and leave? No, of course not.
Melon's misjudging the jump. But yeah. First push mirror in spirit. See, for me, Boomerang is almost always on the Dark Note hallway.
That's where my hook was in a couple practice seeds, was the first push room.
Yeah. There's a key.
We got another Biscoy, or another Koi.
And we know this has to be an item because the other key is in lower maze. Is in right maze, even.
What's that, Chloe? You've never gotten hammer off a Twin Rova before?
Huh.
For shame.
Wait, oh no, he didn't save scum that key. He used it. So, center chest was logically bow locked. Huh. There's his boss key.
Alright. Where is that pesky ladder? I did not get the hammer off a Twin. I think there was a seed I did where I didn't need a hammer either, but I found it.
Melons is going to child.
Yeah, Shadow Temple is definitely happening at some point.
Maybe. Melons has just gone child though. I can't help but feel like Melons is gonna do is Goron pot into child spirit or some equally awkward play.
Goron City isn't a bad idea at this point.
It's not my first choice, simply because we know Daruni is dead, and we don't have Sarius anyway, even if it wasn't.
You know what's really starting to make me nervous? Frickin' Sarias and Lost Woods.
Oh yeah, we don't have access.
Where the hell would that be? Oh, that would be. Wait, what are the stones? It can't be.
Stones are water and Jarbo.
Yeah, it can't be. It absolutely can't be. So it is strength.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because it can't be letter. It can't be.
Because it can't be letter locked, and you need the letter to get it anyway. So yeah, it can't be.
Yeah. Yeah, everything's. We've got the Song of Time lock. We've got a Minuet / Zarya lock, and we've got a.
I agree with Saigo. I have the entire Shadow starter pack. I would go to Shadow at this point.
Yeah, at this point, I think Shadow is the better play.
Ocarina of Time, Ice, and
I feel like Melons is.
Has any adults went to Minuet yet?
No.
What if that's Sarius?
Perhaps, but even if it is, it's not relevant because. If Sarius is on the Minuet check, then we need Minuet to get there, and that
you're right. Yeah, you're right.
And that's either behind water in Jarbo, or else it's behind letter.
I knew what I meant. I knew what I was saying right when I said it. I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense.
We've all done that. Yeah.
I mean, Mido Skip is basically in logic. Let's be real.
Yeah. So yeah, Minuet and Sarias are basically, at this point, no song that's left can be logically relevant for letter. Because everything that's left is either letter locked by, because we've got 2 letter locked songs, and a song check that is locked by another song.
Robbie, ask and you shall receive. I am expecting Gold Gauntlets to be in Shadow though. Wait, where the hell are you going?
Is Melons? I think Melons might finally be at 20.
Oh, okay.
Which might have been why they went Child, to get the last couple of skulls. Though, not doing Child Spirit is a bit of a... shooting gallery.
Bow. Makes sense.
I've seen worse ideas. I've done worse ideas.
Has Cat came up with anything yet? I don't remember.
Hammer.
Oh yeah, Cat came up with Hammer. That's right.
Which gave us a hook shot.
Everyone hates Shadow, Chloe. Screw your density. Shadow sucks.
At this point, I feel like Melons is in full. I am doing everything but Shadow at this point. I do not want to go into Shadow.
This is more of just a I hope there isn't a Shadow play here.
And yeah, this is a please no. This is plus no.
I would sooner delete Shadow Temple than Fire Temple.
Melons is going to Fire Temple. Aren't they? Wherever
they're gonna be disappointed because they're playing Volvagia to continue.
Wherever they...
Wait, did they check? They already checked left maze. Claim check. Wait, but we know that's dead? We know claim check's dead.
We know claim check's dead. But I feel like they're going into Lost Woods.
We don't have any reason to go back to DC.
We don't have any reason to be here.
We're grabbing Minuet check, which is probably just Minuet. Are we going to Forest? No, Forest is dead.
Forest is hinted dead, so if we are, then something's gone incredibly wrong.
We might be going to Forest just for skulls.
Forest for schools is not a bad play, but also I hate it on principle.
Well, let's see. How many does he need? Because DC, he missed probably 1 or 2 skulls in there.
I think
has a couple skulls.
I think the last one I saw was like 17 or 18 on Melon's side.
Sorry, as Minuet is useless.
Diesel is getting Dins. Diesel is on his way towards Dins.
Watch him just do HBA.
If he does everything but Fortress Rooftop, I'm sorry, I think he's just out at that point. Yeah, like I hate to write people off in races, but if he just...
You might as well give up. I'm just kidding, I'm kidding. Don't put that out of context. I promise I was just joking.
Yeah. Like, you hate doing it, you hate writing people off, but if for some reason he doesn't do it, then...
Go to Shadow, please. Just do it. I'm already splicing the clip. Look, I'm gonna down and out in group Serenade anyway, so don't worry about it. I have been playing like a potato lately.
Don't worry, I'm the same, and I'm only in group Bolero.
Don't even know how the hell I qualified, if I'm gonna be honest.
I'm genuinely surprised I qualified for Bolero. Diesel is freeballing the crate.
Does no one do random songs anymore? I miss that.
Honestly, I turned off fanfares a while ago.
No, fanfare I turn off because it kills the music. But because if you have random fanfares, there's certain ones that they play that literally just overlap, and then once it's over, everything's just off. You have to die or void for it to come back.
Diesel is committing to this, and I don't like this. At this point, I just leave it.
You got enough chews, it's not a huge deal.
I know, but it's more about sunk time.
Oh, I see what's going on. I've never done it before.
He did try it, and I think he got close, but then he went to check, realized he missed, and tried to free ball it.
Or no, he was just checking, right? No, I know that. I thought he was like trying to get to it or something. Bosky! That feels bad.
So at this point, I think the only solace we can have here is that physically, the absolute worst Shadow can throw at us is Strength 3, and that telegraphs Letter. Letter is either here or outside Ganon's castle. I think.
It can't. It could be outside Ganon's castle. I thought you meant in Ganon's castle. I was like, no.
Yeah, it could be outside Ganon.
Because I remember someone mentioning Light Trial, and I'm like, it can't. Like that's impossible.
We can't get into Ganon's without Letter, but
no, Letter's got to be here. Like, unless it's Deep Fire and we have to kill Pavagia to get it, it's in here.
Yeah, it's Deep Fire here, or behind Golds, which are in the aforementioned. Well, Light Trial could have also had a bow, but actually, I don't think it could have. I think we were key locked in water without bow.
Light Trial was.
Oh wait, no. Yeah.
Light Trial could have a bow.
Yeah, Light Trial can have a bow. I was just trying to remember.
Not the logical bow. I'm pretty sure the first logical bow was me, but.
Well, I think the first logical bow we got was you. I wouldn't be surprised if there was an other logically accessible sphere for early sphere bow. But
we checked a lot of things in this seed already.
Yeah.
Dense or not. And also, one thing we need to put in mind, especially in scrubs, Shadow for once was not hinted foolish and wasn't required. So honestly, we should have came in here forever ago. Because when does this not happen?
Something Stone Shadow finds a way. Something useless Shadow finds a way
I don't care
again.
if it's a light medallion. Stone Shadow finds a way.
Well, it might as well be a stone. It's functionally useless.
It's nothing, yeah.
All Scrubs does is it swaps out the 3 stones for fire, water, and light medallion. They are the new stones.
Light medallion Shadow finds a way. Ew. That's a mouthful. I love getting light medallion from, like, when you rush Deku and it's like, here's a light medallion, and you're like, I didn't want that.
It is arguably the most depressing thing you can see as a dungeon reward. Just
Fire and water medallions, yeah, you go to get freaking Nocturne check and it gives you a gold rupee.
It's like,
It's
great,
like your
this
best
provides
case
nothing.
Scenario.
Yeah. He's got Dins. This is an upgrade.
It's looking up, it's looking up, it's looking up.
He is going to horseback archery. I don't. Yeah.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. Also,
at this point, though,
been there, done that. Thanks, come again.
Yeah.
I just need to start taking my previous seeds and making them affect my next decision in the next seed I do. Literally, one of the main reasons I freaking lost my race was because I just avoided Deku, which had both magics, by the way.
That's just bad luck.
Yep. It's a sad experience, but it's fine.
Here we go. Horseback archery on Diesel's side to get his wallet. There's our Goron tunic. Now we can do fire.
Oh no.
Well, we could have done fire.
So logically, we could have done fire anyways.
Yeah, but it's like it's not exactly a Wathlock because I'm vaguely sure logically that could be our first tunic before we got a wallet.
Magic.
There's 18 skulls on his on Melon's side. And yeah, Diesel is going straight into straight into here.
Straight into here, just here. Straight there. Straight
Shadow.
In the same spot. We're already here. Get ready for a double shadow.
This is what. This is hell. We all hate it.
Yeah, it beats Forest.
Does it really?
It does.
Does it really?
I said I'd beat Shadow before Forest, but I would beat Forest, or I said I'd beat Shadow before Fire, but I'd beat Forest before Shadow.
Yeah.
That's right. Diesel is still long from go. I forgot.
I'm not overly concerned about it because I feel like we know he's not going to leave Shadow in go mode, and it's literally on the doorstep. I don't see him skipping it.
Yeah, but he could. Let's say Rudos is like on manager. He's gonna go fight Bongo Bongo at that point, and that's a time.
He'll fight. Yeah. It's a bit of time waste, and he is already behind. But
there's the fire. Oh my
fire
God,
locked fire.
Dins was hard required. That Dins was hard required. That's so bad. Or soft required because of sticks, but with a trick, you know.
Yeah, and I'm vaguely sure that trick's not in Scrub's logic.
It's not logic, no, but it's allowed.
Yeah, it's allowed, but it's never going to be required. It's awful. I've never managed to actually land that trick.
I've actually been able to do it pretty easily. Now that, on the other hand, I have no idea how to do properly.
The grab it dodge.
The chew thing, I have no idea how.
Oh. Chews, I have no idea either. The only thing I know how to do well in Shadow is occasionally the grab dodge. Like, I'm still a filthy casual. I will use both sets of boots in Shadow.
Fire it while going up to the platform and drop true on the 4th flash when you are mid-shadow without bombs. Yeah, no, I agree.
When are you in mid-shadow without?
I just don't know how to do it.
When are you in mid-shadow without bombs? On a very, very, very bad seed.
Oh, then I just hope I have strength.
I love how Melons backwalked all that in irons as the fans turned off.
And you are getting bullied.
I'm vaguely sure he can fire charges against that Redead now.
Or we'll just kill him. I think that's a better option, to be honest.
Yeah. So, at this point,
Run to your justice.
I'm trying to think of... I think the only thing that could get... I'm trying to think, because obviously Diesel is... I'm going to be blunt here, Diesel is like slightly behind here. I'm trying to think of what
the problem is, even after he gets Rudos, he might go ice.
I don't think he's going to...
Is out of there.
I don't see him skipping it because the check is literally on his doorstep.
It could be memory hold.
Possibly,
a lot of people like to do it as a child, so it could be memory hold. And he's memory hold like 3 different things this seed already. I would not be surprised.
Yeah, he's memory hold a couple of things, and all of them have come back to bite him. So I think he's going to be... try and be a lot more cautious around things he's missed.
Actually, I think the one thing that'll help remind him is the fire arrows he's about to pick up. Perhaps. I think the fire arrows will jog his memory about that check.
Honestly, I think the one thing that could really even up the race is if Shadow was fully baked.
No, I'm starting to think Rudos is either on Manager or Bongo.
Yeah, I think probably. I'm just thinking, like, in terms of, like, Diesel is about half of Shadow behind. And he still needs to finish Morpher, assuming he remembers to get the long shot.
You gotta understand, even if Shadow is just bait, he's still behind.
Yeah, he is. And how can he... It's a case of just closing the gap. And I think the only gap advantage...
Oh no! Take the fire arrows to Wasteland, oh no!
Yeah, I think the worst case scenario here is... He's forgotten he's got a bow. I think that's the other thing with Diesel. He's forgotten parts of his own inventory at times. Like, why would you not equip a bow for this room?
That's fine. Sometimes it saves time to just do it yourself instead of pausing the game.
Perhaps, but I don't think running around the room with a hookshot is in any way quicker than equipping the bow.
My guess is Tilt is kicking in. You gotta think, a lot of the things he realized he forgot, he finally went back for.
Yeah.
And now he's kicking himself for it.
Yeah, he probably thinks he's about half a mile behind.
He's probably scoping out race time at this point, because he's like,
He's probably just sat here waiting for the dot done.
Which is unfortunate. I hate saying about that. Also, thank you for the meme. I love that meme.
It's not pleasant, but you do just get in that mindset sometimes of I miss this so much early stuff with this. How the hell has the other person not finished?
And I mean no harm when I say things like that. It's like, they both did very, very, very well this year. It's just unfortunate. Milk.
Management holds a small key. Probably.
It has to. It has to, doesn't it?
I haven't been keeping track of the keys on Melon's side. Oh, no, it doesn't.
Oh, no, he already has it.
Bomp, bomp.
Does Bongo have Brutos? Or are we just screwing up?
I really, really want it to be pure bait. Because
when you're missing Rudos, you can always keep it in your heart that, yeah, they don't have it either.
Yeah. I think the one...
That's fair.
Major potential thing that could go towards being an equalizer here is the fact that Diesel's done half of fire.
Is there anything in water that we can check still? No, it was full cleared, right? I'm pretty sure there was only a key left that we just didn't go get.
Water's been full cleared.
So if Bongo does not have it, do we go to fire or do we rush Wasteland?
I think we're going to see fire.
I mean, I definitely want to see fire, but like, there's
fire.
A chance it could be on Wasteland now.
Yeah. Wasteland would be trying to meta it a bit. Fire.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Punch
not
in the
entirely level pegging.
I
feel like...
If it's on Rudos, if Rudos is on Wasteland, Melon's gonna go straight to fire, because who wouldn't? Diesel checks Graveyard, they are completely on equal footing again. If Rudos is in fire, it's gonna be very hard for Diesel to catch up.
Very hard, but I think it depends. Diesel does have a good half of fire done, I think. How far into fire did they get? I think they got at least to lower maze.
I think they stopped before fighting Balvazia. They put down... that's why they put in Fiores. That makes more sense. Okay.
Yeah.
And there it is.
Yeah, that...
GG's.
I hate to call it, but unless Melons dies 5 times to Ganon, this is
What a seed. What a frickin' seed. Wow.
Yeah.
Did you get all that? No.
That is just... Why do you keep finding a way, Shadow?
Now, I want somebody after this to go back after the seed's done and go to water. I want to see if Fortress is Wath. Because we are missing a Wath and nothing was double.
Yeah. We are missing a Wath, and I do think it's probably in water. Around water. I'm not entirely sure what it would be, though.
What is this, Season 3 Scrubs? This is ridiculous. Back to completing all the meds.
Hard Shadow.
You want to go finish Fire for us now? No, I'm just kidding.
Hard Shadow, all 3 child dungeons. Water.
Yeah, no, there is still a bit of execution that could give Diesel a little bit of an edge, but I'm not writing it off. I'm not saying like it's over. I'm saying GG's is in like go mode.
Yeah.
Because it's go mode, at least.
Yeah, it's good. But I do think I'm going to be honest, it's very difficult to see Diesel coming back into this. Like,
Go-goed.
Yeah, go-goed.
Sounds good.
It's go-go. Side hops with iron boots always look so funny. Ouch.
I don't like taking any chances. You fall in the fan room, it is the worst. Sometimes I can do it, though. Sometimes I can do the whole thing where you jump to the side, you jump over, avoid everything. Not the spider, keep going, and if you keep going, none of the fans go off in time.
Yeah. I mean, it is possible, but, like, it's God Cycle. And you also have to be careful of what's befallen Diesel and your side hop not being quite straight.
So, like, I want to say sub 3, but Jabu's kind of a bitch, so, like, I'm not sure.
Yeah, sub 3, it's not a given, but it's doable. Jabu isn't incredibly long, It kind of is, but it also isn't really.
It's more of just all the stuff you have to do. It's another linear dungeon.
Yeah,
You
Jabu.
can only avoid 2 checks.
Jabu's in the Spirit Forest category of.
Yep.
Your full clear
is a dungeon.
Yeah, but also worst child dungeon is a low bar because Deku is free at this level, and Dodongo's we do as an adult. Like, I think there'd be more of an argument if we didn't have the if we didn't have adult Dodongo as a thing, because child only Dodongo's cavern is more than mildly unpleasant. When was the last time you did child DC?
To grab a skull because I was 19 from 20.
Yeah, when was the last time you did full Dodongo's cavern as a child, though?
RSL?
Probably, actually, yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's not pretty. I had to do it for Heart of a Child, I think it was, in the Winter Wonderland Asyncs, which was just... It's Throwback O'Clock, but also, like, it was every item, everything was child locked. Door of Time closed. You had to get the 3 medallions, which were, I think, vanilla. But everything was shuffled around in child-accessible checks, so you literally had to go adult just for Ganon. And that was the last time I did Child Dodongo's Cavern. And Child Dodongo's Cavern is horrible, because it does hard require the slingshot.
I know. Requires a slingshot, you actually have to fight mini-bosses that shouldn't exist. Like, there's a lot of just stuff that should not be there.
You have to fight Lizalfos. And Lizalfos are annoying.
Lizalfos are not fun to fight as kid.
They're not fun to fight, period, I'll be honest.
They're more fun in Majora's Mask, though. Yes, you heard Child Dodongo. Let's not talk about it.
Yeah, it wasn't in a scrub seed, or like a main seed. It was a minor category sort of thing.
The last time I did Child Dodongo was when I played a vanilla frickin' Ocarina of Time to refresh my memory on how the game worked. It was before I even played Rando.
Yikes.
It was when I was learning Rando. I was like, ooh, Rando. That seems fun. We should probably still talk about the seed, but that being said...
There's not much to talk about. It's awkward.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I want to say after he gets Jabu, he's going to immediately get Longshot, but if he doesn't, I don't know what to say at this point.
Yeah, at this point, if Diesel... If Diesel does get his Longshot, then there's a sliver of a chance if Melons' execution goes wrong against Ganon, but if he misses the long shot, then I think it's just a hard GG.
The problem is they seem very even in execution, so
yeah,
I don't see. I want to say I see a comeback, but I don't, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate, but I mean, Melons is already going to have slight issues because
dying to Ganon, I think, takes you straight back to Ganon.
Yeah, I think it was rigged so that if you beat Ganondorf, Ganondorf stays beaten.
Although I haven't died to Ganon, I almost died to Ganon in my freaking last save, but I haven't died to Ganon in a long time. So I don't remember.
I haven't without hard reset, without just bailing on the seed at the Ganon death because it was a practice thing and I couldn't be bothered to finish it. I've absolutely died to Ganon. It was a while ago.
Brag. I used to die to Ganon all the time. I used to always mistime the roll.
I'll be honest, I found it's a lot easier to die to Ganondorf than Ganon.
I actually attempted for my first time in a long time, spin deflect on Ganondorf, and it was very satisfying.
I mean, I'll be honest, I've only recently figured out that you can actually use bottles. It's one of the things I've heard people talking about, but I've never actually done for a while.
I died to Ganon a lot in Mod Loader too. I blame the models. Oh no, Diesel! You missed the jump slash!
Yeah, I've done that too many times recently. And that is the worst attack you can see from Bongo.
Oh yeah, the punch in the face? It's the best.
Yeah, because the handheld iframes the whole damn way through.
Sometimes I just
left that a little late.
It's very funny to watch a giant fist just hit you in the face. I'm joking. In a race setting, I would dodge it, or at least attempt to. But sometimes I have hovers on because I don't have a bow yet. I can't tell you how many times I've had to long shot to Bongo lately. Like, it's insane.
I haven't, but also, like, long shot. I don't think I've ever had to long shot to Bongo. But also, I don't recall the last time I did Shadow, and it wasn't the last dungeon.
It's completely logical. Like, you don't need a bow if you have long shot to complete Shadow.
Yeah, it is logical. It's also horrible.
You have free Scarecrow. I see nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I'd say it's logical, but it's horrible. Mostly because you then have to hook to long shot the hands. And that is terrible.
Oh, it could definitely be worse. It could definitely be worse. You could have nothing and then fight him. Well, no, you can't. You need a hook shot at least, but you have nothing and you could have just a hook shot and get it with chews. If you know the chew trick.
Oh, where did Melons find a nut pickup?
Yay! They're both go mode. Let's go.
Yay.
Yep, I'm still betting on the fire arrows being the reason he even checked that.
So what does Diesel do now?
Probably water. Everyone's go.
He doesn't realize he's in go mode.
How?
Dunno, but he's not playing a song. If he knew it was in go mode, you'd see. Unless... Oh! I think he's running to water.
There was a race seat not long ago where Shadow was before...
Logical
first bow, and Longshot was at the second Gibdo room.
Yeah, he's walking to water.
Yeah, he doesn't have Serenade, so he is definitely doing water first.
Terrible.
Terrible. Agreed.
But yeah, it's...
They don't have Minuet either, so yeah, no, there's absolutely nothing they can do to shave time here.
I mean, Minuet wouldn't shave time either.
I'm sorry, I was thinking ice.
Yeah, child. Or child, yeah. Because that's the thing I always do. I think, you could do Minuet to get to Lake, and no, that's a child thing.
Yep, nope. Absolutely nothing. I was thinking, you could probably use irons, and I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't... Yeah, just call your Uber.
How should he go to water? I mean...
Imagine paying Epona.
I
guess you pay him in carrots. Or her in carrots, sorry.
Yeah.
Epona's a girl.
How should he go to water? Ideally, you'd have left Feroz in water.
Yeah.
And then you just Nocturne, walk back into Spirit and go. Walk back into Shadow and go.
Actually, yeah, no, 100% I do agree with that. Strictly because of having Valera. If it was in fire, where Feore's is for them.
Yeah.
It
And it's not like he put Ferore's deep. Because the thing is, he reset his Ferore's to do the pot room.
It was the true Uber experience. You see opponent ride towards you before she cancels, turns 90 degrees, and goes to pick up Mido instead. That's a mood. Fuck Uber.
Super slide and hope the race police don't catch you.
Dude, I wish I knew how to super slide. I've watched people do it before.
Oh,
like, how do you do
Diesel,
that?
no.
Oh no, you got caught on the scarecrow.
He got PR'd hard.
Oh, I've had that happen a few times. Alright, he made it.
Yeah.
We're good. GG.
That misfortunes are just piling on him.
Long live the king.
Like,
Alright,
there
come
was
on, Melons. No more dying to dumb shit. We got this.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a good race, like... I can't even really say, like, the race was one-sided, like... They've both made execution flaws. Like, they've both died to Dark Nuts.
They didn't just die to any Dark Knight. They died to Naburu.
Well,
The hardest of the
Diesel
Dark
died. Diesel died to the regular one as well, but yeah. It's just...
They both have a lot of deaths, but one of them was tactical. One of them was a tactical death.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said tactical, like this is like League of Legends or something, but you know what, whatever.
Okay.
I mean, what? I don't know what that is.
This is the
League of what?
strangest Dark Nut fight I've ever seen.
What, the double kill? It's the best. Best way
I've
to
never
do it.
seen it done with bomb chews. Oh, and Diesel missing
We
the
don't
core
wanna die.
twice. Oh. Diesel's just had a rough one of it today, I think.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate.
Like, a combination of just slight mistakes and just sheer bad luck.
Well, the good news is we haven't seen the end of him. He's gonna come back.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Well, we'll see him again anyways.
It's just
Either in featured or on restream, but or either on, you know, multi or restream, but we got this. I have faith in him.
Oh, and I just feel bad at this point. Just so many little things have added up. And I think the tilt is starting to get to him hard.
That's what I said. The tilt was eventually hitting that 1 point, which is fine. I mean, it happens.
Yeah, I think it's still hitting. This morpher is going far from ideally. And it's just how tilt goes generally. The more you realise it's a tilt thing, that just
You'll never find the light arrows I gave to some nerd I found in the forest. After I cursed your stupid tree. Oh, rip One Face. Oh no, it got reflected!
And he gets slammed. Imagine if he got phased out there too.
Got him.
Because you can you can get landed on by the platforms.
Yeah, I actually really like spin attacking the deflection of that, but when I'm racing, definitely just shoot him. Just freaking shoot him. It's a really cool ability that they just were just like, you know what?
Yeah. Now, it's not going to be quite that rough, Chloe, but... Yes. I get the feeling that we might see Dot done before he gets into Jabu.
It's
knowing
at this point.
knowing you're an entire...
It's very likely at this point.
Yeah. And knowing... Because we're going to sub 3 this. Well,
there's no toxicity here. There's no toxicity here. It's just it takes way too long. Too many cutscenes to go through.
Yeah. Like... No min... Well, it's no Minuet and no Serenade, but we do have child spawn in Lost Woods, basically.
Yeah.
So, it's not that far. He doesn't...
Oh no! We gotta go the long way. I don't think either of them remembered that, actually.
No, I don't think they did.
Alright, let's grab the sword and kick this man's ass.
You can be a big pig too. Ooh.
Stab!
I'm not the only one who likes doing that good.
Hit him! Hit him! Get him again!
I won't lie, this is the hardest part.
Best commentary ever, literally just start cheering on the fight, like, yeah! Get him!
Yeah, this is my least favourite part of the fight, just trying to land the crouch stabs blind.
I don't know why it's so difficult. Like, some people do it flawlessly, and I'm just like, how?
Other people do it flawlessly, and then when I try, it's like... the tail's waving all over the place. Yeah, this is...
Shit, I've been called out. Alright.
Yeah. And this is GG.
GG's to Melons.
245-42, I think that was. That was...
Oh, sorry, Gan's in the nocturne bracket. Good joke. GG's, baby!
Yeah. GG. And Diesel's seen it. Yeah. So...
Is that an FF? Alright.
Yeah. You can't blame him at that point, like...
I mean, who wants to do Jabu knowing you already lost? I'll give you that.
Yeah. I mean, who wants... When you're already... Yeah, 255-39.
Very good. Very well done.
I am... Yeah. Well, that was certainly a seed, and... From... I mean, you're going to have to call up the chat to recall this, but I remember seeing something earlier about how this may be the first time that... Oh, yeah.
Always a pleasure to watch a DtJMelons.
Players joining us.
Okay, good,
All
good.
Right, excellent.
Hello,
hey guys,
both of you. GG's.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the very apt reaction to that.
Yeah,
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I played the whole seed kind of terrible in execution. I focused on dungeons before this, and then I didn't focus on any fights. So this seed I got so tilted early that I kind of
said.
I let it affect my mental.
It was kind of apparent, like, very early, and some of the tilt. Not even, like, the consistent dying or anything like that, but just, like, in general. I was just like, I can literally see the tilt.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, So, I mean, but the rest of the seed, I kind of... Once I found... once I was able to actually do a little bit of progression other than, like, the early stuff, like, it all kind of... started to make sense. I was just trying to be careful, do my waths, and all that stuff. So
that Colossus wath was rough for Bolero to ZL to get storms to get everything.
Yeah, that was the seed, basically. We just
required hovers. That was just ridiculous. That Jabu location made me actually cringe.
Yeah, dude. I got long and Rudos back to back, and so I was like, all right, there's a chance if you didn't find Dins in GF. I'm like, there's a chance, but
and we watched you run past. You rerouted like the same thing a couple times. Like I have a question. This was actually something that hit me like really early. You took the time as child to go check your Sphere Zero open grotto. Yeah. And you knew that irons were in TARDIS. Why didn't you go get the bean right after that? You already had scale, and you could check Valley at the same time.
All right, so here's the thing. I forgot to mark on my tracker the scale when I got it, and so I'm like, okay. And so then I went. It was just a complete misplay. And I mean, at that point, I had bombs as well. So and I actually made a trip to ZD to see what the ZD Wath was, and completely forgot to buy a bean. And
man, that's rough.
Good thing my mic was off because some obscenities were shouted. My dog came over, tried to check and see if there was anything wrong with me. I was like, it's okay. But I just.
You must have...
Go ahead.
You must have forgot the save warp as child too, because you played Nocturne to get to Jabu, and your save warp is Goron City.
Yeah, I totally I was in like rush mode, and I'm like, how do I get to ZD fastest? And I'm like, okay, Nocturne is the way, and then just totally forgot about my spawn, and I made sure to check my spawn early because that screwed me over in some of the quals, but I just totally forgot about it. And all of that. But Melons, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
Congratulations.
Good race.
Good race.
Very good race, guys.
Very good race. But I don't think we can call that a great seed. That was a horrible seed.
What was the
fine. It was fine until Shadow. Shadow was that.
Did you find the fifth Wath? I only found 4 of them.
We only found 4 on region.
Okay, we only found 4.
I was getting nervous near the end that the 5th one was Shadow because I just took a complete stab in the dark on doing Shadow Temple and like it paid off. But
I think as soon as I got as soon as I got Dins, I'm like, all right, this seed is pointing to Shadow. Like everything is pointing to Shadow. I'm not going to worry about if it's Wath or not. So
I was torn between doing Shadow and Fire. I was going to do Fire after Shadow if it wasn't there. So.
I did a little bit of Fire just because I was like I'm just gonna check to see if my longer Rudos are here because it's been here for a million seats that I've done. So
I was genuinely surprised when I think it was when Melons came out of water that you didn't check Lake Kints because you're looking for letter.
I was thinking about that. I was like, I could make the loop and get the 3 in the lake, but I had stuff to do progression at that point. I think I don't remember because like it was hitting the bow in the water temple on Dark Link. I was like, okay, I can go do the rest of GTG. I can do the bow checks. I can do horseback archery, and then if I don't have anything there, I can keep going.
That's exactly what I did.
Yeah,
I think the thing that was helping you there, and the thing that actually really, really helped Diesel, even though he was behind at that point because it was already grabbed, was going back to GTG for the bow to see, to clear your Wath. I don't think you would have not you had no reason to go back to.
Yeah, I know.
And
I didn't count my keys, so I spent a little bit more time in there than I should have going back and doing the eye.
Frankly, I got too excited seeing Greg to count my keys in GTG.
Honestly, I did. Oh man, I was so mad when I saw Greg. I was like, every seed I do at Scrubs, every Scrub seeds I do, he finds a way. But
for me,
Melons, what were your overall thoughts on the seed?
Overall, I thought it went pretty smooth. I would say routing the Colossus Wath to get to. And then the hook shot in Fire is where I felt like it was the good read and the logic. But other than that, it was pretty smooth up until Casino for Rudos, and I think we both just happened to guess right. So
I mean, the seed was kind of yelling. Once you got Dins, it was throwing Shadow at you.
Y'all had the Shadow starter pack early.
Opening Dins in Gerudo Fortress, I was just like, damn. We're going in.
That well play for hovers, like Diesel, you had that a decent amount of time longer than Melons did. Melons was in, I forgot what he was doing when you went to Well, but like you went Child and went there pretty early, and I was like, I wonder if that is pointing towards Shadow. And I was like, well, we don't have magic, so we'll see what happens. GTG has magic, and I'm just like, let's see about this.
I got the hovers, and that's when I thought about a potential fire play to see maybe if Volv might have had something or might have key locked for like a deep fire or something like that. That was my first thought. But I honestly just didn't want to go in there I didn't want it to be kind of an UPB minus Forest being foolish. So I was like, I just kind of want to stay away and not do it. Even though I had hammers so early and hovers so early, I was like, I just stay away from me.
Yeah.
Oh, the only other question is, how do you guys feel? How do you guys feel about that? Other than, you know, the
drained. I'm gonna take a walk. I'm gonna go take a walk.
Understandable.
I gotta walk this one off. I've made mistakes that I've never made before. That restream nerves kind of get to me. I was thinking about it the entire time, so I just gotta take a walk and take a walk.
Y'all both did really
maybe
well.
Yell.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You did well. Mistakes happen. Everyone makes them.
Oh yeah.
Everyone made mistakes there.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure both of you died to Noboru.
Oh yeah.
Twice. Both of you died twice, at least.
I was gonna say I think I died 3 times because I tried the first 2 times to do it like quick, and I'm like I'm gonna do it slow, and then I inputted 2 jump slashes and got absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, I almost died twice, but I remembered I had milk, so.
You reminded me also about the tactical death in Valley. I totally forgot you could do that.
Mm-hmm. I didn't end up using it because I was like, oh wait, I need to go do Spirit, but I second guessed it after I took the time to do the Die to the Octorok there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Beats blowing yourself up.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I think tactical milk may have been the best thing this race.
That milk play was so good.
Milk.
It was so good.
Yeah, just tactical
GGs,
milk
guys,
on 2 hearts. GGs.
Definitely good luck in your next race. I don't believe Diesel, if you end up winning your losers bracket, I'll go up against you if I beat Orange. So see how that goes.
I'm not even in your group, so fairly well. Yeah.
Coming for you guys. Have a good, great rest of your day for sure.
Too. Thanks for putting this on.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Thanks for giving us such a good race.
Yeah, and thanks to the restreamers and the trackers.
Yes.
Thanks to them. Does somebody have the links to their handles on it? Thank you muchly. Trackers, Froppy and Xavi. Runners, commentators.
I totally forgot to ever shout out the trackers, and I do not mean any remorse for that.
I typically forget that. It's an issue. I'm still fairly new to comms, so yeah.
You guys are fantastic. Runners, trackers, commentators, and the restreamers. Everyone's great.
Hey, thanks to everyone involved then. Thanks to chat for keeping us company through this nightmare seed. I'll be honest, anything that involves Shadow and Spirit is yeah.
At least Forest was Baron.
And Shadow.
Yeah,
that's the only saving grace of this seed for sure.
Only saving grace is not required, or not every dungeon required, which it could have gone that way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it started off so smooth too. Like this seed was like, oh man, we're just zooming, and then I was like, something's gonna happen.
Yeah, Mitos was absolutely crazy. I went into Mitos and I was like, oh buddy, this is a jet seed. I wish my mic would have been on. Yeah, I'm like, oh, this is a jet.
Save warps just to put in chat jet or put in your thing jet.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a jet. 3 hours later, he had never
I'm just
been
glad
more
I
in
didn't
his
say
life.
it like everyone else did, because I didn't want to be like, oh well, you jinxed it. Like,
Yeah.
I was half expecting one of you to actually die to Rova too after all those things on Nibiru. One of you got hit once, but
yeah, I practiced Rova. I used some of the new 100% routing to try and figure out to see if I could do like the 1 second time saves where you hook shot Rova to keep her on the exact same platform. So I kind of labbed that and tried to figure out if I could do that in Rando.
Huh.
But I didn't get any of those.
I still need to get better at that.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it before, so news to me. Anyway.
I just let her run. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not that hard. I literally just stand in the middle with Z target and holding shield.
I think the only time I actually pull out hookshot is when I have bigger on sword. Because I jump slash, so I'll have the sword out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, I got nothing more to say. Definitely want you guys to blow off some steam after that amazing race.
Mm-hmm. And
have a good one, y'all.
Hey,
have a great one.
Have a great one. Good luck with the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
And I think, here we go. We have our upcoming races on the screen now.
There we go.
Today at 10 o'clock, we have Vetifer and Shape.
It's
tomorrow,
actually.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yes.
At 10 o'clock GMT. In the evening, that's an interesting one. And then,
And Happy Prembles versus Blissey is the 6th at 3:13 a.m. or 7:15 a.m. Interesting with that start time, I would say. And after that,
what a start time, man!
Yeah. After that, we have a match between Barry Shitpiece and Squall, and that one will be restreamed. Probably.
Hopefully.
Yeah. And after that, we have Heiyokuro versus Kill the Sheikah.
That's 2 matches from my group coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I plan to watch that group for sure. I want to say that Nocturne race, like 100%, but
I have it on good authority, aka another chat, that Barry Shippey is in fact just Chloe. Chloe 13. So, yeah. Chloe Squall is going to be an interesting one. I might have to make time for that if I'm not practicing for mine. Because I haven't checked the commentary sheet, but I'm fairly sure that that match is like the day before mine, which is going to be awkward.
Yes.
Still need more practice. Anyway.
If you need more practice, there's a race going on in 15 minutes.
I've still got the rest of my dinner to eat. So, we'll see. Anyway, I think that's everything. So, final shout out, thanks to our trackers, our runners, our restreamer, my fellow commentator, and yeah, I think we're done here. Thank you very much.
Hiding the bow on you guys.
Yeah, and I think that's all.
Yeah.
GG's. See you next time.
Bye.
Hey.
Bye.
Bye.